need that sports encyclopedia. Where you at, Steve Kim? Got Trent in the cut.
What up, man? The real Coach JB. My main man, Big Smitty.
Are y'all ready for this?
Run like something to prove it. Came to a conclusion that it's Smitty and JB and Smitty from West Coast to your side. Worldwide, we in your city. Keep it 150. We never change what's happening. Hurdle link
In any metric, Coach, you cannot have Russell Wilson.
Nick gave me my first offer. Like, you got to have that store. You got to be marketable.
Hockey, football, baseball, then basketball.
Oh, I love this fucking show so much, man. Are you mixing light and dark at 11 a.m.?
I'm elated that I can be able to coach, that I can be able to mentor these kids, and give them everything that I've learned over the last 20 years.
Get Smitty and Jason Brown, kill the ass a rap. We what the game's been missing, we switched it and filled the gap. Smitty and Jason Brown, we killed the ass a rap. We what the game's been missing, we switched it and filled the gap.
You are now tuned in to the Coach JB Show.
Hello? Can you hear me? Derek. Man, God, I hate this dang phone line, man. I'm sorry, JB. I spent all this dang money on this phone line, and the signal was horrible. I don't get it.
Guess what? All right, appreciate you. We got a new deal with Mint Mobile. I just saved your whole life and phone drama. Mint Mobile is now a new proud sponsor of the Coach JB Show with Big Smitty.
Stop
Big
playing.
Smitty, your problem's been solved.
We got a partnership with Mint Mobile? You talking about Ryan Reynolds, Mint Mobile? Stop playing right now. Hold on. Let me Google this real quick.
You can try mintmobile.com/CoachJB and get 3 months free when you use the promo code CoachJB.
Hey, man, I just did a quick Google search real quick to make sure you wasn't playing around. They got plans as low as $15? They got plans for $30, unlimited everything. Speed, coverage, data, access to 5G, unlimited talk, text, mobile hotspots. You can talk in Mexico, talk in Canada, and they're built on the nation's largest 5G network. Are you kidding me, JB?
Hey, and everyone wants to know how hard it is to switch to your service. Big Wireless wants to think it's hard. They want you to think it's hard, Big Smitty, but switching to Mint is super easy thanks to digital eSIM cards, which most phones now have. You can sign up and activate immediately right on your phone from the comfort of your own home. Mint Mobile does it all. Short, fat, skinny, and tall. That's why the Coach JB Show with Big Smitty is proud new sponsor using promo code CoachJB. Try mintmobile.com. This is where it's at. We got it, Big Smitty.
So, hey, I'm switching over to Mint Mobile right now, JB. I'm done with this company I'm working with. They crazy. The line, it never works. The signal is out, and it costs too much money. I'm going over to Mint Mobile, JB, and y'all should do the same.
Big Smitty, I'm calling you right now.
JB, Mint Mobile.
Mint Mobile, clear as day. I hear you clear. The new promo code Coach JB right here, 3 months free. Mint Mobile, try mintmobile.com/CoachJB and get you there free. 3 months off, family deals, all deals, short, fat, skinny, and tall. Mint does it all. Proud new sponsor. Much love. We'll see you later. Peace. What up, what up, what up? It is Free Game Friday, Fired Up Friday, and it is Fearless Friday, all in one. Big Eric with the wrenches in the building. We got a little clip to show him later on in the show, but it is Free Game Friday. We got a lot going on. Big Jeff Nadu joins. We're going to talk about the overs and the unders and the money lines and the betting on the Super Bowl, the early picks, what's in right now, plus some college hoops and some betting in college hoops, getting ready for March Madness in a little bit over a month and a half. We're going to dive into that as well, plus all the movement in the NFL and college football. College football leaving to go to the NFL. Coaching is at an all-time low. People are trying to get out of college football and get into the NFL. It is really, really sad. We're going to dive into it. But before that, my Far East Sider and my Naptown legend, my Ball State alum, horrible hairline having, AR5 goggle wearing, Lamar Jackson defending, Fox Sports doing, Post Road being, 317 dialing, esteemed co-host, Big Smitty joins the show. Welcome him in. Clap it out. You got a haircut?
No, I didn't. I need one bad. Bad. Like immediately.
Front's all fucked up.
I'm going to try to get one today after work. I would do it this morning, but we got a 3-hour show. Right after this show, I got another podcast. Right after that podcast, I got a meeting. Then I got to take a shower, dress, speed to Fox. I'm going to be late to the first meeting, so I'm going to get fired. Do the show. Traffic. Then I'm going to get my hair cut. So I'm going to text my barber here in about 30, 40 minutes. Let me see. About an hour. It's early. Hey, Chuck T, I'm going to be there around 3:40 today. Is that cool? Got you, my guy. Bet. See you then. Get clean. Nice little tape on the side. Fade out the back. Waves. Woo-wee. What's going on, JB? Look at that boy. He a real estate agent now. Boy, clean. He got the Coach Limbo. Shout out to Coach Limbo, my head coach at Ball State. He got his exact same haircut.
I'm just tripping out the comment. I'm tripping out the comment.
He playing around with it like new commercials come today. Guess we'll see. Like, motherfucker, we need them for real.
I mean, we ain't seen commercials in months.
Motherfucker, all year.
I mean, he got his real estate license. The problem with real estate in Minnesota and Wisconsin and like in those upper rural areas, there's nothing there. You sell a house, I mean, a mansion you can buy for like 120K of a mansion.
That's true.
So he get a little salary value. He make about $300-400 on it, $100.
But if he sell 5 of them things though,
he got to come out here to Cali and do it. But that's a big fish. I mean, small fish get 8 big fish. I don't know. I don't know if Eric with the wrench ready to go. He might want to go be a truck driver because we got something to show him later on. But we got a lot going on.
hold on. First of all, before we do the show, we got to check in on each other's mentals. I got to make sure. How are you doing this Friday? It's been a long week. It's been a busy week.
I think you've been mentioning a 3-hour show. I think it's too much for you. I don't think 3 hours. You can handle 3 hours. The problem with changing it to 2-hour show is when we go in person, we're going to be trying to flip it back because 3 hours is going to go like this in person. So that's why you got to keep 3 hours. That's why you got to think about it.
Everything can go like this because that's just how our personality is. We could probably make 4 hours go like this if I had to.
Yeah, we can do 8 hours.
We could make 5 hours go like that. So that I can't go all that.
Think about the Sunday shows on your network, on NFL Network.
No. That's 8
hours. 8 hours.
That's not our type of show though. They do their show once a week. Our show is more like the weekly shows, like Speed, First Take. Those shows are 2 hours. My show, I do 1.5 hours. The one long show I will say is Colin, but that's a radio show, and his show's only 2.5 hours.
Rockweiler, tell him Rockweiler.
I'm just listen. I'm open to whatever. I'm a team player. I'm just saying I like to leave the fans feeling like, damn, that was a lock-loaded 2-hour show. Fuck, I can't wait for tomorrow. And you don't want the 3rd hour feeling like we got to like kind of fish for content. Because sometimes, this is the realest show on planet Earth. The last hour, if we don't have like a guest or we went through a lot of shit the first couple hours, sometimes that last hour is hard to really like find something. Now we good at what we do, so we always figure it out. But sometimes we kind of like just fucking freestyle at that point. The first 2 hours always loaded, and our numbers we get to our peak around 7:30. I always watch the numbers. That's when we got the most fans watching. And then the last hour, the numbers usually go down a little bit. That's all I'm saying. So I'm just watching I'm watching the analytics. That's all I'm doing.
Yeah, analytical guy, Ron, tell him, Ron.
Look at Ron. This dude with that bullshit. Ron ain't playing. Ron fuck around him. Say it again. Look, say it again, Smitty. He got that doubt. Look, he got that doubt on me right now. Stop playing, Ron. Stop playing, Ron.
The last hour will be my show, Derek said.
Derek, what you gonna talk about? Real estate for the hour? Are you gonna talk about not getting our commercials done in the last hour? Something about Derek. Derek funny as hell. Just not like on accident. He's just funny.
Derek slow.
Yeah, I think okay, that's what it is. He's just funny. I don't know. Shout out to Eric with the wrench, man. Oh, we got Cambray Rose. What's up, Cambray?
Is that a girl?
I mean, listen, today's world, who knows? If you ain't got your picture, I don't know who you are.
Yeah, I can't fuck with Cambo Ray Rose. It sounds like, like a female, like a model or something, but I can't fuck with it.
If you ain't got your picture, then you probably not a model then. Because usually, like, you a model, you want to show that shit off. You want to, Kelly got the bubble gum. Like, you want to show that shit off. So I don't know.
LCW, she said, yeah. What would have happened without that last hour on your birthday, though, Smitty?
I'm trying to think what happened on my birthday last hour.
She's saying if you'd have cut out early, you might have been fucked over. I don't know.
I ain't saying cut out early. I'm just saying these are the conversations behind the scenes as produced. Because me and JB, we got a team up now, of course. But at the end of the day, this is the Coach JB show, and this is my show too. So we jump in, and these are conversations we got to have to just figure out, okay, how can we maximize the show as much as possible? So, after football season, we'll talk through.
Who wants to be 3-hour show in the chat? Who wants to be a 2-hour show in the chat? Type it up in there. Who want to be 2.5 hours? I think it needs to be 2 hours or 3 hours. I still like 3 hours because there's so much shit. Plus, I don't do nothing else. See, that's we gotta go do another thing.
There goes the answer.
Watch the Soleil. See, but I hold it down. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna do after hours. So when in live person, we got after hours show we could do. We got a lot of shit going on. Someone said 4 hours, 5 hours.
Look at Hector. Look. They don't fuck with me. We'll keep it 3. They say 3. That's what it is.
2 hours, then 1 hour with just me.
Yeah. They missed the old JV show.
Hell no, that's why you here. We did 3 or 4 hour show. What? 8 hours, Jared said.
Jared said do 8.
Kelly said 3 though. Kelly's like,
all I see is 3. I mean, that's what it is. It's 3 now. But everybody's saying 3. Okay. Listen, in about an hour, it's gonna say like 840 people. I want to see 840 at 8:30. Everybody who's saying 3, y'all better not fucking leave.
It depends on the show. Whatever.
Nah, I know depends. I don't want no depends.
What we do have in the works though. I don't know if Brian Case is in here because he might bust on himself. But Coach Sharon Moore, the head coach of the University of Michigan, will be on the show next week. Looking like. So that'll be a big one. We'll have him on the show next week. I've been talking to him yesterday and this morning.
He's a Mac guy. That's a Mac guy too. That's a Mac guy.
He was on McAfee yesterday. So
Chris Russo said, Smitty, leave Fox and become 100% real. When you can't talk to the enemy, you become the enemy. So I guess I'm the enemy now because I got a job. My fault, Chris. I'm sorry. I'm paying rent and taking care of my household, buddy. I guess I'm the enemy.
Pay Smitty and then he can leave. That's just see the difference. You don't get it. You don't get it. Just leave. People
all right, buddy. I'm gonna leave today.
Hey, it's crazy. People be talking just like no matter what. Just leave, make it happen.
I'm gonna go here and talk to my wife. Like, hey, baby, you know what? Something just told me just to say fuck it. I'm gonna leave my corporate job, my guaranteed money. I'm gonna just figure it out. If we get kicked out or something, it's all good. We'll figure it out.
Because Chris said so.
Because Chris Russo. Babe, you know who Chris is? You know Chris Russo? Chris is the one who said he has all the answers. He said I should leave because I'm an enemy. You know what, Chris? I'm gonna take your advice and talk to the wife tonight. We're gonna do what you say.
I got a new song coming out. It's called Ignorance is Life Threatening. You gotta definitely be ignorant to get clicks and likes. Ignorance blows up your spot.
Yay.
Ignorant does stupid shit. Ignorant is what half y'all do. Ignorant is just life threatening. And we gotta know that shit.
Ooh, clap it up for JB. Clap it up.
We got a lot going on today. Cliff Kingsbury to be the new OC for the Raiders. Does this mean Caleb Williams comes with him?
Is that a question, or are we just going through the topics right now? I don't know. The way you pause, I don't.
No, we're going to go through the topics. But I just wanted to make sure we touch on the thumbnail because we still got to get to quote of the day. We got a lot of things going on here today. But let's go through the topics, and then we'll get to it. But Kingsbury is its thumbnail. OC, Caleb Williams come with them. We're going to dive into it. Harbaugh says goal is to win multiple Super Bowls. We're going to dive into what he had to say in a couple press conferences. He also said, Smitty, that he wants to live in a trailer park near the stadium. And I said, no, you don't. Not near that stadium. Your ass won't be
Inglewood. He don't know
you at Compton College. Be the head coach at Compton College next.
Hey, I'm down. Hey, I'm down the street from so I know. Yeah, I know some people. We can't do that.
Yeah, shit. Joel Embiid has a lateral meniscus tear, not an ACL or MCL, but he got a meniscus tear.
That's what I had.
We're gonna dive into that.
My career.
Ron Artest had one, and he ended up playing 3 days later, by the way. That's just a difference in our generation, your generation. NBA trades, Big Smitty. We're 6 days away, and last night a few went down. The Grizzlies dealt Adams to the Rockets for Oladipo. I like Steven Adams. You like Steven Adams? I think he's a
tough guy.
Yeah.
Set hard picks, defense.
Surprised on that move, but we're going to dive into it. Mark Andrews, tied in for the Ravens, who came back after being out for the last 11 weeks, saves a woman's life on a flight from Arizona back home, and found out that since he's diabetic, he had a kid on her and kind of knew what to do, and everyone else struggled. So he saved her life at the end of the day. They ended up landing. They saved her. A lot of people in the chat is like, or in the comments on that post are like, would Kelsey have done the same? They taking shots at Kelsey, boy. The Lakers beat the Celtics, Big Smitty. This is kind of a big thing, and I got a rant about it and a big news topic we're going to debate with. But the Lakers beat the Celtics kind of handily without AD and LeBron. Could this mean the future is young and we got to dish LeBron and AD off while we can? There's a lot of discussion out there. There's actually some sources that are saying that Rob Pelinka wants to actually move LeBron because if he waits any longer, you're not going to get any return on him. Ooh, going to dive into that right there. LeBron showing some stuff. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I think I know what he's saying, but I'm gonna wait till later.
All right. Well, we're gonna find out. I think I know too. I mean, the sun is not very good.
Leave that kid.
All right, we're gonna dive into that. Caleb Williams says he does not want the Bears to draft him. I remember there was a time that we didn't care who drafted us in the NFL because it was like the gods have touched us and brought us into heaven. Nowadays, motherfuckers get to pick and choose where they get drafted. God damn, I can't wait to dive into these soft motherfucking nail painting motherfuckers. Quarterback challenge, Big Smitty, yesterday was one of the worst displays I've ever seen in my entire life. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, CJ, I like CJ, but damn, he just missed 4 out of 5. I'm going to dive into that because I'm going to compare that to what we used to do. Oh, my God. Please don't compare now versus this man right here. Holy show, my Oh, my God.
But that's top 5 all time.
No, well, I mean, I'm just saying.
Ain't no why you can put a rookie on top 5 all time.
No. We got other quarterbacks. We got other quarterbacks that were in that. That's my point, though. It's not even fair because guess what? You don't even have the best quarterbacks in the fucking thing.
Thank you. So that's all right. So
yeah, but that's not my fault. That's a you problem, not a me problem. Anyway, we're gonna dive into the quarterback now versus then. Shit. Cam Newton, Big Smitty says Brock Purdy isn't even a top 10 player on this 49er roster. We're gonna dive into that. Fact or cap? We're gonna dive into what he had to say. And here in California, our governor, who everybody wants me to run against, got accused of stealing at Target last night, Big City. And then the person in front, so the context is the person in front of him ran out with $380, and this motherfucker finally realized Why am I being accused? Why am I having to pay money when they just can run out? Where's your manager? Where's your manager? You're the governor, you fuck. Holy shit, the governor finally realized what California's going through because he witnessed it himself and got accused himself. I can't wait to dive into that. But before that, let's get to the quote of the day, brought to you by betonline.ag. Use the promo code BELIEVE, BLEAV. Tell them we sent you. 50% off plus welcome bonus. We got NBA, college hoops is winding down. We got NHL hockey. We got NFL Super Bowl. We got live golf. You can bet on this weekend.
Aces.
Four aces right here. We got to get it going on. Quote of the day. Big Smitty, don't waste your night thinking about the people who don't even care whether you wake up tomorrow or not.
Damn. They don't care about me.
Don't waste your night thinking about that. So people just sit up in bed like, fuck, man, JB don't like me. I don't care if you wake up tomorrow or not. Why are you worried about me?
Damn. Don't worry about nobody else, really, though. That's what I'm learning. Worry about you, because you get disappointed when you worry about other people and their actions. Worry about yourself.
Set up for failure. Contrary to belief, brought to you by Prize Picks. Head on over there to Prize Picks and use promo code Coach JB. Big Smitty, it is better to fail in originality than to succeed in imitation. I can't fake the funk, dog. I got to be real, and I'd rather fail being me than to succeed as a liar, as a fake. Just telling you. Contrary to belief, success usually comes to those who are too busy to be looking for it. I'd be so busy on this show doing 3 hours fully. Smitty only do, about two and a half. I do 3, and then I'm so busy worried about that it just the shit's gonna come to me. Smitty worried about 2 hours, 3 hours, 1 hour, and then he struggle in the hood. So it's just one of those things. Question.
I am gonna hop off at 8:55 today, just letting y'all know, 5 minutes early, because I got a podcast that start at 9, so I don't want to be late to that one. So 8:55, y'all, I'm gonna be out.
This is the generation, y'all. He don't want to be late to a show, so he got to leave his main show to not be late for a side chick show.
But I ain't going to take no break. I'm going to let JB take a break, get some coffee, pee, do whatever. I'm going to stay on the whole entire time. So
to make everybody think he really working all the way through the thing. That's the generation. That's how y'all think, too. And then if he was getting paid big money, and I'll be like, hell no, I'll fire you. He'd sue me. He'd go get an activist. He'd tell I'm a victim. No. I'm paying you $200,000 a year, dog. You don't leave you don't leave our main show to go work at that show.
But JB, thing about it, if we get to that point, we make it $200,000 a year, $500,000, whatever. It will be because we have built a foundation that now the fan base wants to see us both. So I will be to a point you can't even fire me, because you fire me, you fire half your fans. Irreplaceable.
Whole question.
The fans love Big. If you love Big Smitty, put Big Smitty in the chat right now. Go.
You got about 2.8% fan base on right now.
I'm gonna count everybody. If you rock with Big Smitty, don't lie. Put Big Smitty in the chat. I'm gonna count every single body who put it. Go ahead, JB.
You got D Jones. You got.
Damn, they coming in fast too, faster than I thought. Damn.
Whole question.
Damn, 1, 2.
Will Patrick Mahomes, Big Smitty, be a top 5 quarterback if he wins this Super Bowl?
Like all time?
Yeah. I mean, you got motherfuckers saying he's already top number 1. This shit blows my mind. But anyway, will Patrick Mahomes be a top 5 QB if he wins his 3rd Super Bowl? First of all, I'm not going to put him above Aikman. I'm not putting him above Brady, Montana, Elway. I'm not putting him above.
I do think he passes Aikman.
I don't think he passed Aikman yet, but
he's right there. Elway. He probably passed Elway.
They'll be tied with Super Bowls, but Aikman never lost one. So that's and Aikman just kind of steamrolled through it. I'm not gonna put him above Aikman yet. He'd have to win 4 to go ahead of Aikman for me. But
there's something about.
I don't know if I ever put him above Aikman. I don't know if I ever put him above Aikman because I just know the skill set and I know the system. I know what era they played in. We're all about what have you done for me lately.
Aikman team was loaded though. You got to put that into like.
Oh, is this team? I mean,
No.
this year, but this roster has
this team ain't fucking the Cowboys.
They
ain't even rocking with them.
But the last 3-4 years, the Chiefs have had one of the best rosters in the NFL. Like,
yeah, but that I'm just saying, like, if you're talking about eras and like you adding a lot of context to it, cool. Let's do it all the way. That Cowboys team got Hall of Fame. O-line was fucking phenomenal. The all-time leading rusher in NFL history. So technically speaking, you could argue that they had the best running back of all time. You got Michael Irvin, one of the best receivers of all time. You got fucking Charles Haley. The whole O-line was dogs. The defense. So I'm not taking no. Aikman he's a Hall of Famer. All I'm saying is that's not like the motherfucking team wasn't loaded. It was loaded. It was like the only comparison I could make it to like today's era is like the way the Niners is. Obviously, Aikman's better than Purdy, but like imagine Aikman on this Niners team. That's how that Cowboys team was in the 90s. So that's the only thing we gotta think about that.
Ryan Case, I don't know if you're in here, but we are having Sharon Moore on the show, Coach Moore on the show next week. All right, Big Smitty, I want to make it make sense real quick before we start the show.
There's a lot of Smitties on here, by the way. I've lost count. Just letting you know. So
good. We need that because of the truth. We already know the truth. Make it make sense. All right.
I like this graphic. Who made this graphic?
I made it when I'm working at night.
Okay, JB.
Why are the Lakers keeping LeBron and not discussing a trade for him? Please make it make sense. The Lakers are a business.
Okay.
There's an organization. LeBron is aging. Now, he's aging like fine wine, no mistake about it, but he is aging. And in my opinion, Smitty, the time is now. The time is now to make a move. And listen, my personal humble opinion, the Lakers should sit out LeBron and AD next game, I think tomorrow, and see how the youngsters perform again. Because they sure looked free and relaxed and energetic last night versus a great Boston team who's the number one team on the East, I think best team in the league record-wise. LeBron, crybaby ass, needs to control everything. And these young players can't be themselves when LeBron is out there on the court because they have to be robotic. When you watch the game last night and then you watch LeBron play with them, it's clearly a different team. And I was watching it like, damn, wow, what a difference. Make it make sense, Big Smitty. That young team actually has some nice pieces. Remember, this is a team that acquired all these players last year that are balling last night against Boston, and they made a run and had the best record the second half of the season in the NBA. The Lakers had the best record in the NBA last year after the All-Star break and went on a run to the Western Conference Finals and lost to the eventual champions. This is a team that I think if you got rid of LeBron at 39 and you went and got a couple other younger superstars, that this team wouldn't have to be so robotic and look at LeBron. Now, here's the thing, though. You got to trade both. I don't think you can keep AD by himself. AD by himself would be a natural disaster. He would not have a big homie to look up to who's a legendary guy like LeBron. He would just, I think, shit on those young cats, and he would have no accountability whatsoever. I don't think Darvin Ham alone could get that out of AD. So I think AD and LeBron are you get 5 or 6 motherfuckers for those two. And young, go get 2 young guys. There's some teams out there that would take LeBron and AD right now to make a finals run. Like OKC, Miami, Golden State. Now, I don't know what we could get from Golden State on that side of it, but Golden State takes LeBron and AD. They're back in the mix. There's some teams I think could take both of them. And not you don't have to get a return this year right now. This is an organization that you have to – Pelinka understands we have to win championships in the long run. And I don't know, dog, to be honest, if I'm the owner, I get rid of LeBron and AD and Darvin Ham. I get rid of all the motherfuckers. I clear house and just prep for next year. But I start cleaning house right now. I keep these young cats. There's some really nice young pieces there that I think can play with some other good young players. And you start young and be a young Laker team with a bunch of young talent. And look at what OKC's doing right now. They motherfuckers is young as shit balling. They don't have no true superstar, big-time guy. So I don't know. I like the move. There actually is some discussion. So hearing from NBA peeps, King James at the top of the Lakers list to trade the 39-year-old. Pelinka is looking for the right team to dance with and is close to a suitor. LBJ and AD both set out last night. Per KTLA Sports, which is an LA-based sports show and sports news. Laker fans brought this up when Ham was looking at him side-eye. I don't know if you saw that meme that LeBron's looking at Ham. And then LeBron put that on there. That means what? Time is ticking, or it's a matter of time, or it's getting old, or it's time to go. What does that mean, Big Smitty? Make it make sense, Smitty.
You said a lot, so I'm gonna need some time. So, first of all, yes, the young guys played well last night. It looked good, but at the same time, I can't take like a small sample size of games without LeBron and AD and use.
But that's why I said, wouldn't you let them want to see him again? Let's see him again. Sit those two out again. Let's see him again play.
Like for how long? At
least to see if it's legit. Like, what if they ball out again tonight, and then you're like, all right, let me see a third game. I think you see him a few games.
I think you need like 10, 15 to even like consider that. I'm gonna be real.
You can't sit him out that long. You have to trade him.
I know, but that's my point. That's the dilemma. Like 2 games ain't gonna be like I'm sold. Like damn, bro. We seen Jeremy Lin hoop for 12 games. We thought he was a superstar, and he went back to normal. So like, I don't think this is a championship team. Put it out there, regardless of what we do. But the damn sure ain't no championship team without LeBron and AD, because there's certain moments where you just need experience, and with those young guys on the court, they don't have it. So that's number one. Number two, though, in the event that they did decide to trade both or one of those stars, I'm not against keeping AD as much as he pisses me off because he always gets hurt. AD's not like super old. I think he's like 29 or maybe he just turned 30. So like he still has like a decent amount of time left. And I actually disagree with you. You said you don't think AD will be able to handle all these young guys. For a majority of AD's career prior to joining the Lakers, it was him and a whole bunch of guys on the New Orleans. I think they were the Hornets at the time, but the Pelicans now. And we saw the best version of AD on those teams. Like he was a dog. Before he joined the Lakers, this man was getting like 35 and 19. He was getting like Shaq numbers and just dominant. So I feel like if you remove LeBron, we would see a heightened version of Anthony Davis on that court. You put him around a whole bunch of young guys who are hungry and wanting to prove themselves. Maybe we get, obviously we trade LeBron, we'll get some other pieces. Maybe we get a DeMar, I don't know, depends who we trade for. Jimmy Buckets from Miami. I know Jimmy's been talking about they might trade him. You put Jimmy with AD and some young cats. I like that personally. I just think that LeBron's at a point, not that he's playing bad, he's still playing pretty good, but he's not playing at a championship level. And he's in year 2021. Like I wouldn't even expect that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not even like dissing LeBron. I'm just saying, as a Laker fan,
AD without LeBron though.
I think I can see a better AD without LeBron. I don't know.
I see a softer one and even more.
I don't think trust is the word per se, but I'm saying AD is proven is better without LeBron.
Well, the Lakers are better when AD plays and LeBron don't. You know what I'm saying? Lakers are better.
Yeah, I feel you. But can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, my mic went off for a second. But no,
the Lakers are better when AD plays and LeBron sits, record-wise. But I don't know if it's fool's gold to me. I think AD would be hurt more, softer. I don't think he would have that drive to please LeBron. Like I think he plays to please LeBron. That's how I look.
Well, if that's the case, he don't want to please him. Because motherfucker, again, he's played worse with the Lakers than he did with New Orleans. What would please LeBron is if he's out there dominating 35 and 14 and doing it. Because I think AD has that type of talent. Why can Joel Embiid be the MVP, averaging 35 plus points, double-digit rebounds and just dominate, and AD can't. They have the same skill set. Embiid is bigger, so he's a little bit more physical in the paint. But that's a mindset. When AD gets pissed off, he'll play physical and he'll start to flex and do all that.
You know what kind of motivation that would bring? Like, I don't know if Darvin Ham is a guy willing or able to sit there and get AD to self-motivate himself every single day, not to play through a little bit of a fucking toenail or a fucking injury that he doesn't really have, that he can just play. He can't play through. Like, we've seen this guy sit out forever. Like, we were watching the other day, dog. It's literally comical. Like, every time he gets touched, this motherfucker is like, oh, he gets touched, like, and this motherfucker, dog, it is so funny and dramatic, dog. He was walking out of the arena the other day. He was walking like he got shot, homie, in the back. I've never seen a softer cat. I swear to God, Here's the crazy part about this AD thing, like why I'll get rid of both of them. AD walks around. He's so soft that I'm looking at him like, damn, homie, like, people talk about you in social media and you see it. AD hears the noise. Everyone calls him soft and he sees it.
Right.
Like, what kind of man are you to not say, fuck it, I'm not going to go out like Willie Lump and be soft?
In a weird way, I respect it almost. He's like, I don't give a fuck what y'all think. I know who I am. I'm not soft. My body just fucked up.
You're going to go down as soft.
I'm 7 foot. I get hurt all the time. My body is fucked up. Is what it is. Y'all think it's just a little slap on the hand.
Don't go out like one of the fucked up cats ever. Like, let's be honest. You want to go? If you want to live with that and respect that, go. So be it. But I couldn't do it.
I'm saying he's not worried about what everybody think about him.
Yeah, but
I'm saying,
how about worry about proving everybody wrong and go winning a chip? And
he did that though. He already won a chip, so he's done. He's done. He's done what he's supposed to do.
People ain't calling it a chip. There's haters out there that don't agree that that's a real chip. It's crazy stories, Big Smitty in LA, that the Clippers gonna win a chip before the Lakers with AD. And I said, what do you mean? They already won chip. No, a real chip. You got to be shitting me. Clipper fans are delusional. We gotta get Marcellus back on here and talk about this delusional fan.
It's definitely a chip, but like, we do know more about it. I know you've been on record saying you think it was actually a harder chip, which, hey, respect. I've heard people say that. I think it's an easier one for a veteran-led team because, like, veterans are cool with fucking staying in one place and not having to travel and not having to put all that bang on their body and just hooping. For young guys, it's hard for us to just stay still and stay in one place. That's why you saw a lot of the team with young people just folding and just tripping. But teams with veterans, they were like, all right, we just hooping. Fuck it. We here. So that's why I think it was very beneficial for the Lakers. But, hey, everybody was in the same position, in the same situation. So it ain't like they got favoritism or nothing. They just were the ones that took it and won. So, hey, you won. We don't take away the Spurs championship 99 when it was a shortened season because of the lockout. So it is what it is. But with that being said, listen, I'm not like super duper pro AD. If they trade them both, we just got to get a lot in return, right? We got to get a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's got to be.
Lakers can't. The thing about there's certain franchises like Lakers can't be in like a 3-4 year rebuild. Like we can afford 1 year maybe, but after that we gotta like trade. Like Lakers always trade.
Would you take Halliburton?
I mean, Halliburton and who? He's a hooper. Of a clean down there while you playing. It's dinner clean. Spencer Gadget was clean though. It's damn near clean.
Is that AD or Halliburton?
That's Halliburton, Hooper. He damn near clean in a weird way, though. I ain't gonna hold you. That's better than these skirts and stuff they always be wearing. That's at least it's a suit. It's big, but at least it's a suit type situation.
That's a rubber. I'm not wearing a rubber, Smitty. He got 14 shirts on under that motherfucker trying to look swole or something.
He hot as hell right under that.
He looked like a low-key fake-ass AD.
All light people don't look like JB.
Yeah, well, the light-skinned one do.
That is kind of funny.
Halliburton just talking about 60 games is too much. I couldn't take him either. But I need to be real quick before we move on. Like, you trade LeBron and AD. Who would you give me you got to get at least 6 players back. You're going to get at least 6 players back. Or if you're going to get
you probably get 3 and then
You're going to get at least 4 in draft picks.
I say 3 in picks.
No, hell no. You get more than that. You get 3 for AD alone.
Okay, so 4 and some picks. I mean, but who's out there that make?
Well, you got 2 in Chicago. You can take both of them, Levine and
DeRozan.
You take 2. You take DeRozan and Levine in Chicago, plus maybe a pick.
We need a 3-team. Yeah, we need a 3-team. I want Jimmy Buckets
home to Cleveland. Take his sorry ass son with him when he graduated out of SC or whenever they take him out of SC. That'll be more fitting to me. He ain't gonna fit in LA. We know this cat's like legitimate. I watched him play at SC, dog. He literally, I don't know if he's a good D2 player, like a Division II basketball player. I don't think he's a very good player at all. Seriously, I'm looking at, without being LeBron's son, he is not good. There's no way that's an NBA guy. Let's just be honest. There's no way that kid is an NBA guy. And number 3,
maybe he's not ready now. I mean, he's only
maybe the freshman, the high school kid goes 1 year or goes. Maybe all 3 of them go to Cleveland. Go to Cleveland. Go to Cleveland, finish that shit. That'd be more fitting to me. LA has no ties to you. You ain't no ties to LA. You're living in LA. You're LA, boom, all the money's in LA. But go back home, finish your career there, get your son. That'd be a great story, right? Great story.
I want Jimmy Buckets. I'll take Levine.
I think he's too old.
I need a couple. Well, can't be all fucking young. I mean, God, we need at least one guy who's like he ain't old. We got about 5 years left. I want to see Jimmy, Levine. I want like fucking 2 first-round picks in the future. I want to keep some of our guys. I'm trying to see who do we keep. We'll still have Austin Reeves. He young. Shit.
Who's a team that's on the verge, has a shot?
Timberwolves, but
Boston can't do nothing because they can't swap out. It's basically swapping stars. They ain't gonna do that. So you got Sixers is a team I think of right away. So you got Harris over there that's balling. You got Maxey. You got Embiid. See, I think the 76ers should trade Embiid and help Embiid win a title. Because Embiid is being wasted there. I'm going to be honest with you. Every year, they should have never got rid of Jimmy Butler. That team was on the verge of winning the title. You get rid of Jimmy Butler. You trade that out of there. It shows you that you're not a serious organization like Steve Kim would say. And now you're wasting Embiid once again. He got hurt again. You're wasting him again. I get rid of Embiid. Now, I don't know if it's a Laker fit, but I'm just talking Sixers. Get rid of Embiid.
If I'm the Sixers, why am I trading away my best player?
Well, yeah, I mean, you got to do something.
That's
you
crazy.
Do something.
That's crazy. That's not the answer.
who else is there?
MVP.
Minnesota's in first place, Smitty. They're not trading.
Right. I know. That's what I'm saying. But
who's in New Orleans though? A lot of motherfuckers. A lot of ex-Lakers.
Let's get BI back. I like Brandon Ingram. I ain't want him to leave anyway.
I don't know if you want to fuck with fat sloppy Zion. I don't know if
I ain't gonna hold you. You know, I get Zion for the low. I take Zion and see what he do. In LA with the purple and gold on, high flying in the air. Woo-wee. I think, Zion young than a motherfucker. I think we still got a chance. You get Zion, you get BI. We need a third team. Okay, so we got the Pelicans. Give me somebody else. The Kings. The Kings got some young cats.
Yeah, but they're in the mix, though.
Okay. Who's not in the mix that's young? Who's shitty and young? We got to look it up real quick. Now I'm invested. Now I'm fucking invested. I wasn't invested at first. Now I'm invested. Now I care.
There's a lot of
man.
Decent stuff. You could do some couple things.
Okay. So
what about
Trae Young? You don't like Trae Young, do you?
I don't like him, but I mean, what about your rival, the Clippers?
The Clippers are in the mix, though. You said the mix.
I know, but there's some pieces there.
But would you want to? Nah, you can't trade 8. So you would trade AD and LeBron to the fucking Clippers to join Harden, Westbrook, Paul George, and Kawhi Leonard?
They're not going to keep all those guys. You got to get rid of some of them, buddy.
Who you want?
Ball brothers, I can't fuck with the Ball brothers, so there's no way I can't do that. I always hurt too.
LaMelo Hooper though. I take Trey.
Trae Young not enough at all though.
Not by itself. I'm just saying, like, if we're talking about 3-team Trey, if I can get Trey, I can get BI. I'm trying to connect the dots, like, Because right now, the Lakers got some pretty good role players. They got guys who can play some defense, who play hard. They got so.
See, last night, Smitty, they didn't watch LeBron just sit there and dribble the ball in the fucking court. Like, they actually move around. They got the ball off the set, off the wing, and rotate that off of a screen, come up, pin and pull, pow. D'Lo looked like loose. He was hitting three. Reeves was on fire. He didn't have to worry about shit. He didn't have to be the second guy. I think Reeves is – and Reeves ain't the first one NBA guy. Let me be clear. But he's a guy that if you – matriculate the ball around on the court, not just one guy fucking dribbling it all day. I think he's a guy that comes off screens and hits a three like he did. Like, him and D'Lo are both. That's why I'm scared to get rid of D'Lo for DeJounte Murray, because I think Murray.
D'Lo like this though. When D'Lo hot, I'm like, this motherfucker good.
I know.
But then when he cold, I'm like, he's bad.
But I think that's half of being with LeBron. I don't know.
Nah, I've seen D'Lo outside. You can't put everything on LeBron. Like, golly. Yeah. I've seen D'Lo before LeBron, and he was the same way. He's either amazing or he's ice cold. There's nothing in between. There's no consistency with him. You know what I mean? That's why I want to Trae Young. Trae Young gonna go. You said what you want about Trae Young. Motherfuckers be clutch. You can shoot from anywhere on the court. That motherfucker will get it done. I would love a Trae Young with these young guys, but we need a big, like, if we go trade LeBron AD, I want to replace them with two young stars, if that makes sense. You know, I don't want the Lakers being all fucking role players. That's not LA. It's not Hollywood. It don't make sense.
The Kings wouldn't get rid of Fox. He's their young. They wouldn't get rid of Fox. I don't think just for LeBron and AD to try to win. I don't think Sacramento has enough to win it if they just add those two and get rid of Fox and get rid of like the Murray that's there is good. There's a few guys there. I don't know.
Can the Lakers get John Morant from the Grizzlies?
No, fuck no. I don't want that motherfucker. He'll get killed here, homie. Real shit. I mean, I'm being real, dog. I'm just telling you from the streets talk. You better go ask Keyshawn. There's some cats talking about him in LA. I'm just telling you right now. I'm telling you right now.
He would pay and be good. You know how it goes. He would pay and be good. Stop. Come on now. Ain't nobody in the hood going down for killing John Morant.
You acted like Pop Smoke and him didn't get smoked right here.
He got set up by his own people at an Airbnb.
He didn't. He posted his shit on IG and an address popped up. That's real simple. I was with Danny Green the day he got shot. I'm with Danny Green, bro. And that's what went down. So, let's dive into that. We'll dive into that again. Another discussion. See, Smitty and I just be coming off of shit and talking about whatever. That makes it so real. See, a lot of you cats can't do what we do. But having said that, Kingsbury to be the OC. Lucy loves this hire because Lucy thinks Cliff Kingsbury is one of the sexiest men alive. I think he looks like.
Don't be a hater. If women, this is bro code. If a woman like a dude, let him be it.
I just was trying to. I had to pause myself from saying what I think he looks like because, we don't get along. I did a viral video on Kyler Murray last year, and then they asked him about it live, and I posted on the show. He laughed. He kind of smiled because he knew I was right. He knew that. Number two, he knew that I booted him out of my office several times because he's a So, having said that,
I heard Cliff had them hands though, so I don't know.
I heard payback's a motherfucker. So look,
it's about Ice Cube.
Here's the thing about him. He's a super spread out 10 personnel guy. I don't think it works in the NFL. Number one. Number two, he can have success with the right quarterback because he's not the head coach anymore. So
it sounds like you like the move.
No, I don't like it, but I think I'm kind of shocked at it that he didn't go more of an NFL veteran, but there's really no one there right now because everybody's getting hired.
Is he a great offensive mind or not?
I don't know if he's great offensive mind.
Is he good offensive mind?
He's had some good college quarterbacks. He hasn't really won anything anywhere. He's never won anywhere, just to be clear.
I know, as a head coach, but I'm saying offense. Is he a good offensive mind?
Even as a young coordinator, he didn't win. So
how was his offense, though? I'm not talking about winning. I'm talking about how was
I'm not a huge fan of it. All it is Lincoln Riley mixed with him and Sean McVay. That's what it is.
I mean, that's a pretty fucking good combination.
Well, when you're trying to be part of all that, you're not good at anything.
Ooh, say that one more time. That was a bar.
Yeah, I say bars, but I keep them so nobody trademarks them. I trademark them later. So look, Kingsbury WDOC. All I want to know is, does it mean that Caleb is coming? Did the Raiders make a move to get Caleb Williams? Caleb Williams is in the record yesterday saying, I don't want to be picked by the Bears. I want to paint my nails and be able to pick what I want to do. I'm enabled and entitled. So your guy Colin said this right here, that he doesn't want to go to Chicago.
Didn't Elway?
Can the Raiders?
Eli Manning do the same?
Yeah, but they didn't do what he did in college, by the way. He didn't have so many red flags.
But I thought, I'm gonna make sure. I thought Elway did it back in the day, like from your era. I could be wrong, though. I have to look it up. For some reason, I thought Elway said, I don't want to go here, and I'm forced my. I could be tripping, though.
Eli said he didn't want to go there.
So Elway didn't do that with, I think it might have been my coach. Was it my coach? Was it? I don't know. I could be wrong. I'm sorry. Continue.
We could pick one guy out. You guys do it every year. We could pick one guy if you want. Clearly, you saw the difference in college with him and this guy, though.
I'm just saying your era started this gangster shit, and we don't be mad 'cause we following the leader. Y'all started this gangster shit, and it was cool when he did it. It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. Fuck it.
I was mad at Eli when he did it. I said that Phillip Rivers could have 2 Super Bowls right now.
Was you mad at Elway when he did it? Nah, because you love Elway.
But Eli won 2 Super Bowls.
So it makes sense.
Elway waited a long time.
But he did get him, though. So you're right. If Caleb do this shit, he got to get some jury. That's really the conversation. If you're going to say I ain't going here, all right.
Elway did his thing in 4 years of college, never had this type of drama. This guy just has drama. That's the only reason we're talking about him.
But let's.
I'm just being honest. I don't even care. But I'm just saying, if he didn't do the nail thing and I want a part owner and all that
drama,
we wouldn't be talking about him.
But that's not drama. That's just some shit we don't like.
Well,
painting your nails ain't drama. That is some shit I don't like. Shit I wouldn't do. But it ain't drama. His dad.
It's controversial.
Okay, I hear you. That's fair.
Not to me, but we live in social media land. So he's controversial. Everyone's gonna bring it up. I'm controversial. You're now controversial.
Controversial.
You're now on this show, so you're controversial. So
I'm attached to JB now for life. Think about it. I'm attached to Whitlock and JB. My brand fucked. I'm just playing.
Blackball?
Maybe so. My career is over. Career over before it started.
You young. That shit ain't over.
If I get fired, I know.
Okay, where's the Raiders sit? Where the Raiders sit in the draft?
Let's look it up. Let's look it up live. It's the real show on planet Earth. Look it up real quick. Shout out to Bailey in the background for making things move, shake, wiggle, pause. You know what I mean?
They got the 13th pick.
Ooh.
Can they move up that much?
They got to do a lot. You know what, though? Hear me out. Because the Bears got the number 1 pick, right? Do the Raiders trade Devontae Adams to Chicago?
Can't get rid of your receiver and bring in a quarterback. Don't make sense.
But then, as much as I love Devontae, at the end of the day, like you can get some young receiver. We've seen it. We've seen Josh Down for the Colts. We've seen Zay Flowers. We've seen your guy for the Texans, who you coach. Like, we've seen young guys come in and make immediate impact. So although Devontae is amazing, receiver is a replaceable position, if that makes sense. So if it means I can get my franchise quarterback for the next 20 years, I'm sorry, Devontae, but I would trade you. And I think the Bears would hop all over that pause. So now you got Devontae Adams, you got DJ Moore, you stay with Justin Fields, you still got like the number 9 or something pick. What else does Chicago have? They're another pick in the top 10, if I'm not mistaken. So you still might fuck around and get Marvin if he's still around. If you can't get Marvin, you get Brock Bowers. Now you got Brock Bowers, Devontae Adams. Brock's
not getting past Harbaugh in 5 in the Chicago and at the Chargers.
Yeah, you getting somebody. You getting Malik Neighbors. Like there's some cats on that squad.
I'm gonna straight out give you a take that no one's gonna be happy with. We could cut it, put it on thing, and go viral. Here it is.
Hey, set up the right way, because we're gonna cut this.
Cliff Kingsbury, if he was smart and was really willing to do this the right way and correct his name as an NFL possible head coach again, because he has the name for some reason. If he does it right, I'd go into AP Antonio and say, look, dog, I think we can win with Aiden O'Connell in my system. Aiden O'Connell is big time, by the way. He can sling it. Big time arm talent, accurate, all that. You saw bits and pieces of Aiden O'Connell with a bad O-line. The running back got hurt. Jacobs, he missed some key games, came back. Aiden O'Connell's legit. Put him with him, Cliff. Let's see Cliff say, all right, now let's do this. And keep that 13 pick and go get you some big-time players. We're going to gamble on trying to move up by losing some assets to gain a guy out of college that we really are always talking about on this show, as we don't know if we can trust the motherfucker. All the things we talk about is why we don't trust Caleb Williams. So I'm just trying to figure out, are we doing it for clicks and likes to talk about Caleb Williams going to the Raiders? Or are we really talking about this guy is a gamble? It's a crapshoot. Why are we even going to do it? We know we got Aiden O'Connell in the building. The motherfucker's talented. But are we saying that Mark Davis has to take a splash hire at quarterback in the draft? He don't have to do that. He just made a splash hire with the head coach. He has Max Crosby. He has Devontae Adams. He has Jacobs. They have some legitimate NFL tools. Let's go see what we can build around Aiden O'Connell. If you do draft a quarterback, go ahead. You can still get possibly a Drake May. You can still get another talented quarterback at 13, in my opinion, since this is supposedly the best quarterback draft, Smitty.
Michael Penix will be there. Like, you got some guys you probably
So there's guys in there I don't think you need to waste moving up with to get this thing. I don't think so. I think you're going to be starting all over if you're going to really think about going there and start over with a rookie quarterback. Any of them. I don't care who. No shot at Caleb. I'm not taking a shot at Caleb. I'm talking about all of them. I don't believe there's a rookie quarterback that I would take in the draft over anybody to trade to go get him to replace Aiden O'Connell. I say you go with Aiden O'Connell and fucking draft a quarterback still, but let's see how good this cat is, because Aiden O'Connell's a dude. I'm just telling y'all right now. And I got to get Garrick McGee on the show. Garrick actually coached Aiden O'Connell, Lamar Jackson, and AR5. And he'll tell you who has the best arm talent. And I'm just telling you now.
We know that. I watched Aiden all in college because he was the quarterback. Young
cat
David Bill.
Aiden could do it. I don't know. I just think people we already are shitting on him. We're already like, oh, because he's not the sexy fucking new thing. We didn't even really get to see what he did. But guess what? When he did do well, I watched him. I got film. Motherfucker's a dude. And I think you build around that motherfucker and see what he could do. But he's not the sexy name. He's not the Heisman winner. He's not the fucking this. I'm telling you, man, we got to stop looking at all this shit, man. We're robbing Peter to pay Paul in the NFL more often than not. And then we look at it and say, damn. We paid $200 million for this motherfucker. We're looking back retrospectively speaking and saying, damn, we could have just kept blah, blah, blah instead of going to get this guy. We could have kept X instead of trade for Y. I'm just saying, this team is ready to make a few splash moves, get a few guys. You got a spread guy in Cliff Kingsbury, who's a 10 and 11 personnel guy who'll get under center and run a little bit of McVay shift and motion stuff. But Aiden O'Connell fits Cliff's shit like to a T. I think you keep him. Maybe you still get a Q for the future, but there's a lot of Qs in this draft according to all the fucking professionals, and there'll be some Qs at 13.
That's true.
So why move up and get rid of a bunch of assets to go get Caleb Williams, who's not a guarantee, who we don't know? We're going to be arguing the same shit next year that he's too small and balls are getting batted and he's running around. Let's roll with a guy that just got 10 games of NFL game experience in Aiden O'Connell. Sure up the O-line. You got a good tight end. You can go get another one maybe. It's more feasible to me at 13 to trade up to try to get Brock Bowers at 6, 7, 8 over getting a Q and wasting more picks. Like, I wouldn't give up all that shit for the Raiders if I was the Raiders. So I don't know. I'm just telling you. And then
the Raiders already got a tight end, I think. They got they didn't get the cat from Notre Dame.
Great team. Look at the Patriots. Look at the Giants. Look at all those great teams that won Super Bowl. You got to have some tight. You got to have multiple tight ends, because multiple tight ends helps Aiden O'Connell. It helps Kingsbury scheme people up. You got a Brock Bowers and a fucking what's his name? The kid from
Notre Dame, right?
Yeah, Mayer.
Michael Mayer, because the way we look at Bowers, we looking at Mayer that same way. You can have two of the same
those guys.
With Devontae.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I'll take right now. I'll go get a Brock Bauer with Mayer, with Devontae Adams and Jacobs. Keep Aiden O'Connell.
Get some O-line, man. Get a backup.
That right there.
Get Michael Penix maybe just to kind of sit back just in case.
Or whatever. Yeah. I'm doing that over going to get just Caleb and not get a Brock Bauer possibility, not get a fucking another QB, I'm not going to go and I'm going for so pussy over the no pussy. I'm just telling you, Aiden O'Connell has a shot. The problem is
Aiden ain't for show either, though. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like.
But at least he's got some experience. And AP took over a program in an organization that he got him to buy in on. So you can't slow that process down. You can't go in and have a decline. You got a momentum right now. Momentum starts and never stops until something hits it. Let the momentum carry you through next year and say, hey, dog, we're going to go with this Aiden O'Connell. We're going to draft a QB, but we're going to keep our main pieces. We're not going to trade up. We're going to go get some better pieces. And we have a momentum right now in our favor. You get rid of Devontae and you got to trade up dudes and move guys. Like, by the way, they got another really good receiver there too. Our boy from New England that balled out last year. So what's his name? Drawing a blank. You know his name?
Let's just move forward. Somebody tell us.
I know they're going to put it in right now. Who's the other receiver in Vegas? All you guys put it in there.
Trivia question.
No, the receiver.
Trivia, y'all.
Jacoby Myers.
He ain't no baller, though.
Jacoby Myers. And you got a resurrected Renfro.
Hunter, he was actually nice.
They got tools, dog. They got tools there. I like the Raiders' current construction. They got to just get better up front. They got to get better up front, and I think you build around it. I do. I think you got a shot there, but we'll see. Smitty, Jim Harbaugh says the goal is to win multiple Super Bowls, and he also says I'll live in a trailer next to the stadium so I could be right close to the stadium. Mm-hmm. He must have been out of LA for a while.
Herbert, you see, I mean, that's well said on that video. I mean, he's a crown jewel in the National Football League. Derwin James, there's another one. Talk about somebody getting me fired up. I mean, let's go. Justin Herbert walks up on you, like, okay, all right, this is awesome.
I love it, man. That's a hell of a coach right there, man. He has his own way of doing things, but players they understand it. You know what I'm saying? He's himself, and I think, man, the Chargers gonna be a real deal, man. 13-4 next year. Justin Herbert MVP. I'm gonna be at the gym. I'm probably gonna be a gym member at the same gym as Harbaugh. Probably. I'll probably see him, get some insight next year. I mean, this is. I love it. I love it. I'm gonna be a. So coach is just their own separate entity. That's my actual team. I'm gonna be rooting for the Lamar and the Ravens a little bit next year. Jay Harbaugh and the Chargers. That's gonna be my little triple entendre. Am I saying it? Entendre? I don't know. We always fuck up words on here. You be saying matriculation in certain time when it's not supposed to be used, and I don't be saying nothing.
Yeah, dude. It is work. You educate, matriculate, and graduate. Matriculate is getting through the process, and matriculating.
I think that's maturation, though.
Nah, maturation is growth, maturity. See, come on, I got degrees.
When you get a chance, baby, Google matriculate and then put the actual definition in the chat. I'm gonna read it later, but let's continue. I'm very excited about this hire. I think the Chargers are going to be the real deal, and this changes things in the AFC West.
Harbaugh said that he is a crown jewel. I believe he is. When you have the right quarterback guy coaching him, I do believe Herbert's that guy. I believe he's fooled us to some people because of what he's had around him. He's had Staley. He's had Kellen Moore. I want to see him with Harbaugh, and everyone's going to say, oh, my God, he is the guy we thought he was. Because it takes certain guys to create schemes that allow the quarterback to have success. Sometimes you're not in those schemes and you look mid, as y'all say. I think Herbert's going to take a huge step, and he's going to show you how great he is. And that's the truth because he has all the tools. Now does he have the it factor? Sometimes it takes a coach to get that out in you. You saw Peyton Manning struggle for a long time until he got the right guy to get it out of him. Just telling you.
Matriculate, two definitions. Be enrolled at a college or university. He matriculated at the University of Vermont. Second definition.
What I just say, get you through the process. Why do you think I use the word?
Record arms in an official register. So yeah, I'm just giving you the two different definitions. So I mean,
so how is that maturation at all close? How is it even fucking close? How you gonna question?
You said be enrolled. The definition says be enrolled at a college or university.
My motto on all my teams is educate, matriculate, and graduate. Don't you think I would know the fucking word means if I had it on all my goddamn writing on my walls?
Matriculate me be enrolled. I'm just telling people what it means.
Through the process, you need to enroll, get through the process, and graduate. That's why I have educate, matriculate, and graduate.
But you got to matriculate. That's the first thing you do. Then you matriculate is just getting enrolled. Getting through the process is an additional thing. Matriculate isn't getting through the process. You know what I'm saying?
My goal. Listen to what I'm saying. Educate.
Yep.
Matriculate.
Get enrolled. Yep.
Graduate. Why am I matriculating them?
You got to get enrolled. You got to get started.
A 4-year institution. Yep. He has to get into the 4-year institution and then what? Graduate. It goes both ways for me and the 4-year. That's why I have more kids graduating than anyone else in America. So, thank you. I know, Brian. I know I am.
Well, thank you, Milan Fan Club San Diego. I appreciate you. I know I am.
Guy's a fake guy. He's that Kobe Bryant. Come on. All right. Let's dive into the next thing. Joel Embiid, lateral meniscus tear. Just trade him. Cut him loose, let him go, trade him.
Because he got hurt, because somebody fell on his leg.
Well, I mean, think about what that means, though. He's, again, down and wasting time in Philly. He's already wasted. He's 29, Smitty. He's now as looking up as one of the older cats in the NBA.
But why are we assuming that if he goes to another team, he's going to instantly win? Like, that's not no
guarantee. I'm just saying, put him on a contender. This team's not a contender.
Yes, they are. They contend every year. They're a top 3 seed every single year.
But they're not a contender. They haven't came close.
Whose fault is that then?
The 76ers don't have it. Trade them.
The Joel Embiid falls short in the playoffs. That's whose fault it is. There's no reason you're a top 3 seed the whole season. The playoffs come around, and then you guys lose in the second round or the first round. That's your fault as the leader of the team. It's not the team fault. It's his fault.
What I'm saying is clearly not enough. Get rid of him. Get something for him. I'm talking about as an organization, speaking of an organization, like I just said, the Lakers need to do what they need to do. 76ers got to do what they got to do. Get rid of him. He's done nothing. You haven't won with him yet. He's an MVP. You haven't won anything with, and you've already seen the organization go through coach after coach, move Butler, move certain guys. Ben Simmons was moved. Dog, it's time.
But why are we so quick to want teams like if you don't win a championship your first 6 years, it's a wrap. Like, imagine if the Mavs would have just traded Dirk. You ain't there. It's been 12 years. You ain't never won none. It's a wrap. Bye. It's winning a championship is so hard to do. And I don't know why we make it seem like it's just like some regular shit to do. It's just some easy shit. And if you're a superstar, you gotta just win. And if you don't, you're shitty. And you should be like, no, it's not. It's not so black and white. Like, there's a lot of gray area there, and things take time. A lot of great players don't even have one ring. That don't mean I trade him. Like
AD got traded for New Orleans
because having a great play, but his team was shitty, is what I'm saying. AD, it was the playoffs one time when he was there. One time. If I'm on a team and we're top 3 seeds in our conference every year in and year out, that means we have an opportunity. That means I just got to play better, or maybe we're one move away, or whatever the case may be, from possibly getting to that next step. I'm not going to trade away the one player that gives me an opportunity. You know, when you have a superstar on your team like that, you have a chance. And that's all you can ask for as a GM, as an owner, is to give your team a chance, because there's no guarantees in life. There's damn sure no guarantees in fucking sports.
You got no chance there, though. Philly has no chance. Let's just be honest. So you got to make a move. They got no chance. The team really, the guy that makes that team tick, click, whatever word you want to say, is Maxey. Okay. Maxey was proven to be better. They loved him over Harden. They were easily made a decision. Hey, we can get rid of Harden. We got this young Maxey that's a baller.
That's my point. You got Maxey. You got
the Lakers.
You got the envy. You got the okay.
I'm trying to get Maxey and Tobias Harris. I'm trying to get Tobias.
That's the real. That's the real. What we really I see what you're doing. That's what we really trying to do. It ain't.
I'm just saying, because you got to get the 76ers is going to blow up the thing. They're not going to beat Milwaukee. They're not going to beat Boston. They're not going to probably beat the Knicks. The Knicks right now might be the best team in the East. Keep it real.
You trust the Knicks?
No, but they're balling without Randall. Bro. Randall's out 3-4 weeks, and they're balling.
Every year, bro, they do this.
So there was discussion. Lakers trying to go get Randall again, and I was like, nah. Randall just, to me, is like I get Draymond Green vibes with Randall. Got a lot of
different. He's a good number 3.
I mean, he's a baller, but he's just a head case, in my opinion.
He's a good number 3. He ain't a head case. He don't be
Steven Adams to the Rockets, Smitty. The Grizzlies traded Steven Adams to the Rockets for Oladipo. Oladipo used to be really good. I liked Oladipo, and then
injuries.
Yeah, he injured. I don't know if I don't get how the Rockets don't win that trade. The Rockets now are in the mix. Like, they're a good young team too.
They got a lot of young talent. I don't know what they're at record wise, but they got they're the 11 seeds or under 500, so they're not in the mix in terms of like.
I'm talking about getting some guys. They're in the mix of being decent
in the future. Yeah,
they're fighting with the Lakers for a fucking play-in spot.
Yeah, I mean, that's not saying a lot. I mean,
that's what I'm saying. That's my point to this whole thing.
We're not doing good.
Go get fucking Maxey, Lakers. Shit, I don't know. And Adams is done too. I don't even think he's eligible to play anymore.
They're doing it for some money. That's probably like a money job.
Yeah, no question.
Yeah,
no doubt. All right, Smitty. Mark Andrews saves a woman's life on a flight. Have you seen this story?
Yes, sir. I saw that yesterday, man. Shout out to the Ravens, man. Mark Andrews, they lost the game, but they won in life. That's a big time move right there, man. It's crazy how things happen. That's why I believe in God. I wear it on my chest. I know a lot of people don't. That's cool. You believe what you believe. That's cool. Believe what I believe. It'd be certain things that happen that have happened in my personal life that only I know maybe. And certain stories I hear, I'm like, dang, like imagine if for some reason Mark Andrews just wasn't on that particular flight. Like how did it happen to where him specifically, he was on that particular flight. And he so happened to be someone who's a type 1 diabetic. So he just had a general idea of what it could be, of what was going on. Like, I don't know. People can say coincidence. Maybe it is, but the way my head works, certain things be happening that's too exact, the time was too perfect. Things in nature just happened too perfectly well for me to believe that it wasn't some higher entity. So that's my own belief. But shout out to Mark Andrews, man. You saved a life. I mean, it don't get no like bigger than that, in my opinion.
Yeah. Have you heard about so Callahan is the O-line coach, one of the best O-line coaches in football. Matt's got 6 kids. He won't be able to make it today. He'll be back Monday. Callahan's one of the best O-line coaches in football. His son got the head job in Tennessee with the Titans. So he asked the Browns, can I leave and go with my son? And again, nepotism at its finest. Look, I'm all good, coach, with your son and all that. But here's the issue. Like, he's going to go over there with his kid, leave an O-line spot in Cleveland now. And now who gets the Cleveland job? See, that's the problem I have with nepotism, because nepotism throws a wrench in all the hiring processes. Because usually the guy that could have went and got that job in Nashville and Tennessee with the Titans won't get it. And it's not like he's going to go to Cleveland now and just replace this guy. So now Cleveland's going to go get a guy that we don't know. It's probably going to be another recyclable hire. And it just throws a wrench in the process. And that's what people don't really dive into and listen and look into. They don't get the process. They don't get how some worthy guys get screwed over in hiring processes. They don't understand it. And that's why I just hate when I see it. I'm all good. Coach with your son, I get it. But I wish there was a different way to go about it. I don't know.
I mean, it's not a different way. Unless we have robots who hire. I mean, if you don't have robots to hire, there's always going to be emotions. There's going to be relationships. There's going to be, like, now that me and you are friends and we're close, stuff like that, there be certain things I might get invited to where I'm going to reach out to you. I'm not going to reach out to somebody else. Like, that's the way it is. Like, that's just life. I don't see why we make a big deal about it. Yes, his son. It's his father. Of course, he going to look at him first. And it's not like it's just his father. His father is a known, well-respected coach. So that's actually a good hire. So I don't know, man. Listen, there's a lot of coaches. There's a lot of good coaches who interview every single year, the college level, high school level, NFL level. And there's only a handful of positions available. So there's a lot of coaches that get, quote unquote, screwed over. But at the end of the day, my belief is if you're really like that as a coach, your opportunity, your time will come. So
if I was Cleveland, I wouldn't let him go either.
If you're a good ass coach, man, you'll find a way. Shit. It might not happen when you think it should.
I'm losing one of the best O-line coaches in America, and now I got to replace that with a lame duck quarterback that we don't know if he's going to be here or not. We don't know what's going on there. Is he hurt, injured, whatever? I'm like, nah, I'm not granting the trade or whatever.
Deshaun gonna be there. They paid all that $230 million.
I know he'll be there, but I'm saying, is he gonna be there? He gonna be there money wise, but is he gonna be there? I don't know. Like, shit. What do they do with Flacco? What do they do with Flacco there? Flacco's probably not gonna be there no more. I don't know.
He going back to the
go back. He said he'd go back.
I don't care what he said. He going back to the crib. We saw will the real Joe Flacco please stand up?
He said he'd go back though as a backup.
Stand up. Man, no, he wasn't like that. He had a couple good games.
I wouldn't mind having him as a backup in the league.
He had a couple good games. All y'all lost y'all mind. Joe Flacco, the best quarterback in the NFL. He's a ball spinning and leaving on time. Motherfucker went back to who he was. A lot of quarterbacks can have a couple good games when you ain't seen them all fucking year.
He had like 6 really good ones. He led the league.
And it wasn't no really good. We were over exaggerating how good he was playing because they were winning the damn game. At the end of the day, man, he plays solid for a guy who came off the street. I'll give you that. But at the same time, as a defensive player on this show, I understand that when you have not schemed for a particular player,
he was running AR5 all year. I'll tell you that. I'll take him over AR5 all day long.
You tripping. You the only one.
No, I'm not the only one.
Wait to AR5, he might be pulling up to my event too. AR5, man, the quarterback of the future, physical freak, pause. He about to change the game. I can't wait till he come back. We would be in the playoffs right now. We had AR5.
Oh, fuck. You wouldn't even have made it to like
in the playoffs right now.
Like, you would have probably won like 3 games.
Stop.
Caleb Williams, Big Smitty, says he does not want the Bears to draft him.
So what?
So we just talked about it. You mentioned Elway. If you compare this guy to Elway, then you really need to go back and Google and watch film and then come back and say, fuck. All right, JB, you're right. I'll give out. Elway could have asked for whatever. Because that's Smitty's narrative in this world. If you're that good, you could do whatever you want. Well, Elway was that good. This motherfucker's not. Stop it, Smitty. Stop the cap.
That's not.
This motherfucker's not worth having a say on an NFL organization picking him or not. Stop it. First of all, he's 6'5", 245, who ran 4.4 at the time with one of the strongest arms of all time. This guy's a mental midget who paints his nails. Fuck out of here. Give me that goddamn pick and choose shit. He's soft.
Okay. If you can paint the narrative any way you want to fit what you want. You're obviously a John Elway fan, so you'll never say anything bad about him because you're biased, and that's who you grew up with, and that's what the nostalgia of your childhood is like John Elway. You don't like Caleb Williams, so the reason why you don't like him is because shit like this. He paints his nails. You don't like how he is mentally. He cried to his mom. So there's certain things that you don't like. Certain things I don't like either. I mean, if I'm being real, but I know how to separate the nail painting and crying to his mama from the talent he is as a quarterback. You put it all together in the same bit, in the same mixture, in the same boat. And it's like, you know what? He paints his nails. He crying to his mama. They lost a big game. You know what? Fuck it. He's shitty. I don't like him. He ain't John Elway. Nothing. At the end of the day, this is a Heisman Trophy winner right here. I think didn't John Elway win a Heisman if I'm not mistaken? If I could be, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Regardless, out of college, these motherfuckers are both top tier. You can argue and say, well, John Elway played better. I don't know. We can do tit for tat and stat for stat and pass yard pass. We can do all that. At the end of the day, these are top-notch players at the collegiate level. Point blank, period. So I'm not giving nobody, I don't think nobody should do this shit. I would never do this and say I'm not playing for no team. But my point being is, if we're going to criticize Caleb Williams for doing it, make sure you criticize Eli Manning for doing it, and make sure you criticize John Elway for doing it. Don't pick and choose who you want to criticize because you don't like them.
There's a reason, though, that USC balled out with a quarterback that hadn't played all year, throws 6 touchdowns, breaks a bowl record because his players wanted to play for that particular quarterback. And there's a reason why they came out on IG and was like, this team is fucking loose. We are happy. We were excited to play for one another. They didn't do that with Caleb. That's a telltale sign to me, Smitty. I didn't see John Elway's teammates coming out not playing for him.
You ain't see shit because there wasn't nothing to see. It was you had 2 channels on, and you had CBS and NBC and ABC. You had 3 channels to watch. There was fucking newspaper. You was not reading it because you was in the streets. It was not no Twitter, no Facebook, no Instagram, no TikTok. So yeah, you didn't see shit because there wasn't nothing to fucking see. That's the problem. There were storylines about every star player. There's story. Go Google some bad shit for John Elway. You'll find it. You fish for it, you're gonna find it. Stop using it. That's the problem. Y'all so fucking lost. We using social media today lets us see everything. So now we good, bad, everything in between. Back in the days, we didn't see shit. That don't mean it didn't happen, y'all. Motherfucker was doing cocaine before games back in the day, sniffing lines and shit in the locker room, smoking cigarettes at halftime, drinking beers, all types of shit, gambling. Oh yes, all that type of shit. So y'all was fucking fooling in the 80s. Stop acting like your era was just so buttoned up. Y'all was fucking clowning. That's my thing.
Clowning, exactly. Clowning.
Clowning. All type of shit. Y'all had motherfucking Payton. Y'all had all Dennis Rock. Y'all had all types of shit. Ain't no nine. Hey, Dennis Rock put a fucking wedding dress on and paint his nails. Stop it. So my point is, everything, and Caleb got some too. And Caleb, best believe Caleb got some. Best believe Caleb got some too. You sound crazy. You sound crazy.
Poodle dogs.
You sound crazy. Yeah, and the white LA girls from the valley, they love that shit. Trust and believe. I'm younger. I see the shit out here in the street. Them white girls love that shit. He got girls.
What we used to do in the NFL Pro Bowl Challenge. Where's my Larry Allen video I sent you pumping that iron? Yeah, versus what they're doing now. We got that? We got that video?
Yeah.
Can we show that?
Yeah.
We got Smitty, we got the NFL because Jermaine's there with Sauce and a couple guys. So they were doing some things yesterday, and the NFL now plays dodgeball. They play water balloon toss.
Having fun.
What else do they do? Oh, dodgeball, water balloon toss. I think ring around the rosy or something. I don't know what they do. But back in the day when the Pro Bowl was after the Super Bowl, which it should be, which is legit, motherfuckers used to hit the 225. We had 225, blah, 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 iron dropping. Remember that? I don't know if you was too young, but
I see the videos.
We had iron, we had the relay, we had the 100-yard dash, we had all kind of shit. I swear I did.
And Lucy, while we're looking that up, I see your message. Listen, we're saying that now because we have the information of what John Elway became. All I'm saying is out of college, we didn't know he's going to be with what he became. So we don't know what Caleb Williams is going to do yet. So we got to wait and see. That's a dart.
Not that. That's just the quarterback challenge. But there's a video I thought I sent. There's a chat. The NFL, the Pro Bowl now you know, Larry Allen grinding on 315. I'm not sure.
He's throwing that shit.
Oh, he hit 225 43 times.
Yeah, but Larry Allen is a freak. That dude was crazy. Like, ain't nobody like Larry Allen was crazy, bro. Like,
yeah.
And I was a guy who was strong.
I was in the crib. Compton in the house.
I thought I was strong. I hit 225 for like 28 reps. I said that. Damn, I look at Joey. I'm like 40 something, and I was really strong. I'm not gonna lie. So I don't know what he was doing. This motherfucker just because I went hard. That's one thing about me. Ain't too many people who just went harder than me in the gym during my football career. And I was always one of the strong people on my team. But for him to do that, that's a different level of strength. You know what I mean? At my peak, I hit 435 on bench, 375 on power clean, and they stopped me at 605 on squat. I hit it very easily. Probably could have hit 700, but no reason to do that for your knees. But this dude, Larry Allen, boy, this dude, different level, boy. I don't get it.
Yeah. What do you think about this, though? Baker Mayfield, rumor is he's going to get 40+ mil.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't sound right, but it's just that he had a really good year, went to the playoffs, you know, did his thing, like especially a year after Brady left. So if he's up for money, it's kind of like the market is the market. I don't know. It's I don't love it, you know. Like I don't fully trust Baker, but he did have a very impressive year and did more than what he was expecting. Here we go.
This was when men were men.
2, 3,
God.
4.
This is a Pro Bowl.
6.
This is the Pro Bowl, Smitty.
8, 9.
That's the Pro Bowl, Smitty.
12. Y'all know. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
Did you see what we do at the Pro Bowl now?
20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So I start getting tired. 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. That's crazy. 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43.
That shake, that leg shake.
Only real ones know that feeling. That last little.
That last one.
I miss that feeling. I'm gonna have to go bench press today. I feel motivated.
That last one, boy, is.
Look, you be.
That last one is tough.
You a quarterback, so you know you get that feeling around like rep 11, rep 12. Like, man, that shit different though. When you really in them high 20s, them 30s. One of my teammates hit it like 34 times as pro day. I'm like, damn.
But you wonder why the Pro Bowl used to matter though.
Yeah.
For what I love about.
We always show Sean Taylor. I love Sean Taylor. He's hitting the kicker.
The Pro Bowl mattered. Now we're throwing fucking balloons. We're throwing water balloons and dodgeball. Homie.
Why is that the only clip we always show when we talk about the Pro Bowl? We show Sean Taylor hitting the kicker, who I love Sean Taylor.
Because you can watch the Pro Bowl and show a bunch of hitting.
Well, I know we always just go to that clip, though. That's the one we always show.
That's what we did.
All the networks.
Because we did that, though. That's what we did. We hit. All of us hit. We all hit at that time.
I hear you.
The Pro Bowl was a bang. The Pro Bowl bang, Smitty. I'm just telling you.
Bang, bang.
Now we're over here. We're over here fucking throwing balloons and shit.
Hey, man.
Why would you? I'm just being honest. Like, I don't get it. Like, I wouldn't want to even show up. Would you?
I mean, it's good to say I was a Pro Bowler.
Luck for the big fellas. Ragnar with the tough.
I mean, I don't know, Smitty.
Ooh, okay.
I don't know, Smitty.
They're having fun. Well, I ain't gonna hold you. I probably would go. They're having fun. Everything gotta be serious. It's the Pro Bowl. We supposed to celebrate, have a good time. This shit kind of fun.
But don't you think?
Don't disrespect CJ Stroud. We saw what he really did in the actual football season.
Oh, yeah, I like CJ.
So this don't mean nothing for me.
No, I like CJ. What I'm saying is,
he from out here.
I'll be the old guy on the hill and all that, but I'm trying to figure out though, like, you don't really think in your heart of hearts that all this shit matters when
watch your mouth.
When we come to the season? You don't think this shit matters when we come to the season?
Nope.
in this soft ass game that we're all bitching about during the year, because you've been on the show bitching about what has happened. You don't think this correlates?
No, not a Pro Bowl. I don't think Pro Bowl matters. I don't think a Pro Bowl ever mattered. Ever. That's just my opinion. You ask me my opinion. I don't think it correlates. So I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else to say.
I think it's a mindset, mental fortitude. I think all that matters.
I hear you. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm just saying we agree to disagree, and that's what it is. I'm not gonna overblow a Pro Bowl. I've never cared about a Pro Bowl, even when they were hidden more. Like, it's the Pro Bowl. Like, no one's playing like it's the fucking Super Bowl. No one's playing that serious.
Governor Newsom in California, Smitty, where you and I both live and reside, came out yesterday and went to Target and got accused of stealing.
Because of the governor. He's just walking out. He didn't pay for that. I said, well, why are you stopping him? She goes, oh, the governor. I swear to God, true story. Oh, my mom's great. The governor lowered the threshold. There's no accountability. I said, that's just not true. And I said, we have the 10th toughest, $950, the 10th toughest in America. She doesn't even know what I was talking about. By the way, it's the 10th toughest in America. Look it up. No one gives a damn about that. And I said, it's just not true. They're still stopped. They said, well, we don't stop them because of the governor. And then she looks at me twice, and then she freaks out. She calls everyone over, wants to take photos. I'm like, no, I'm not taking a photo. We're having a conversation. Where's your manager? How are you blaming the governor? And it was, $380 later. And I was like, why am I spending $380? Everyone can walk the hell right out.
So it sounds like he's saying we're misunderstanding his rule, is what it sounds like. Can we pull up let's pull up the rule real quick? Is that possible? Like the actual legislation? I want to maybe we're, because the way I read it was that a person in LA or Cali could steal up to $950 something worth of product, and you're not supposed to chase after them. That's what I thought it was. Now,
okay, so
you could call the cops.
This is the leader of the state. Okay.
State, yep.
How is this motherfucker sitting there making up excuses as to why there even is a misunderstanding, if there was one? I don't believe there is one, because there's too many of it happening. Too much of it's happening. So how about you fucking figure it out and say, all right, here's what we have a problem. By now he should know. Okay, let's not even talk about what's right or wrong. Does he not agree? Do we not agree after watching that video that there's a problem?
Yes.
A fundamental problem, and it starts at the top. This motherfucker's pointing the blame game at all these other people as to why there's a problem. This motherfucker expects this thing just to be fixed when you're the leader of the state, the most populous state in the country. You're the leader of it, and you're sitting there pointing the fucking finger at other people. Holy shit, man, we got a problem. I'm just telling you right now. Maybe you go fucking figure it out and have a fucking sit down with everybody in the higher ups and do a fucking press conference and tell the police, hey, dog, we're going to start arresting these motherfuckers. Hey, managers, put some security here. We're going to start arresting these motherfuckers. You just basically said, why should I pay $380 when this guy just ran out in front of me? That's what the fucking governor just said, bro.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
And you should not say that.
Cam Newton says Purdy isn't a top 10 player on his current roster, Smitty. Fact or cap?
Never said that Brock Purdy was trash. What I did say is Brock Purdy is a game manager. That's not hate. That's just what I feel to be facts. But I still reserve the right to say this. To be labeled a game changer, Brock Purdy has to be the best player on the offensive side of the ball. And that's not the case.
And who's the best player?
Christian McCaffrey. Man, look, I ain't recanting shit. And if you really want to just be honest, if you add in the defensive talent and you add in the offensive talent, Brock Purdy is the 10th best player on this team. Okay, cool. Did he have a great game? Yes. Is he been playing out of his mind? Yes. Is he a quarterback that's hot? Yes. But he's still the 10th best player on his team.
Fact or cap?
Let's go through it real quick. All right. So, let's start with the people who we know for a fact are better than him. We ain't got to argue. Trent Williams, we agree.
Yeah, it's just so hard. But yeah.
I know. I know. So, Trent, Debo, CMC. I'm trying to focus on the offense right now. Kittle. I think those 4 on offense are guaranteed. I'm going to wait on Ayuk and stuff because I think Ayuk is better, but I feel like that we could debate. But I think those 4 on offense is guaranteed. Defense, Fred Warner, Joey Bosa. Would you go Greenlaw? Is that a guaranteed better or is that up in the air?
Charvarius Ward. U6.
Yeah, it's just he's a fullback. So put like this. I don't know if he's. I think he's between 7 and 10 on this team. Put it like that. He's somewhere in that range.
Talent-wise, he's not even top 10. But you can't put a quarterback in that discussion. I don't know. Joe Montana wasn't top 10 either then. Joe Montana wasn't no fucking top 10 talent on the goddamn 49er roster. Steve Young probably was, talent-wise. Joe Montana. Tom Brady wasn't no top 10 talent on his roster.
But he's talking about, I don't think he's, that's why the conversation is confusing. I don't think he's talking about just talent. He's not talking about combine numbers and measurables.
I know.
He's talking about the actual play and performance with, I'm going to be real, Purdy ain't looked great in the playoffs, but he's made big-time plays and big-time moments, so it's kind of overdid. The whole first half, he ain't played that good last week, but in the second half, he did what he was supposed to do. So
it's hard to say it. It's hard to even put a quarterback in the discussion because the quarterback touches the ball every single play.
Right.
So it's too hard to fucking break that out. Pettiford doesn't know anything about Aikman or that Cowboy team. Troy Aikman was definitely top 10 talent. You don't realize he ran triple fucking option at Oklahoma, you fucking moron. Troy Aikman ran 4.4 and was a freak of nature and was 360 slam dunking here in Cerritos, California, where he grew up and played Pop Warner at. So, again, you don't understand that a white boy from Cali going to Oklahoma to run triple option with one of the greatest triple option quarterbacks of all time, who's another L.A. Watts motherfucker named Jamel Holloway, you have no fucking clue what you're discussing. You don't know how good of a freak of athlete Troy Aikman was. But again, you casuals act like you know some shit because you saw him in the pocket throwing the football around because he was in the fucking NFL, you idiot. See, there's a difference. You can't put a quarterback in the discussion with Trent Williams. That doesn't make fucking sense. You can't put him in the discussion with Fred Warner, Christian McCaffrey, or Nick Bosa. The discussion should be take CMC off that roster. What does Purdy do? See, and that's fact. He doesn't do anything. He struggles. So that's why I think Cam looks at it in that lens and says, oh, he don't do shit. Take Debo away, and what does he do? Purdy doesn't do shit. Take Trent away, and what does he do? He doesn't do shit. You take Trent away, though, what does CMC do? There's so many moving parts to this thing. I don't know if you can just straight up say he's top 10 because he's not a top 10 talent, but he touches the ball every single snap. So I don't know how you.
But let's be real. Let's say we in the locker room, me and you, and we not on podcast. We in the locker room. We a part of the team. It's me and you rapping. We man, who the top 10 best players on our fucking team? Fuck all that other shit, talent. I don't care. Who the top 10 best players on our team? We gonna put him, but probably somewhere between 7 and 11, give or take. I think there's 5 or 6 guaranteed better players than him. And there's a couple people where you could argue.
You got Lenore, Greenlaw, and Armstead. You ain't even mentioned.
That's what I'm saying. I ain't even finished.
And you got the guy that got hurt, which is
Javon Hargraves. You can still argue.
Hufanga, sitter, the safety that got hurt.
Javon Hargraves, Brandon Ayuk. You can argue Juszczyk. He's a fullback. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But there's an argument for some of them because of the role that he plays. Some of them ain't even no fucking argument. There ain't no argument with Debo and CMC and Trent and Kittle. There's no even argument on that end. So But I guess the question is like, why does it matter though? At the end of the day, they're in the Super Bowl. You know, he has a chance to win. If he does win, none of this matters.
So I don't agree with Cam's take on this one because I don't believe it's a take you can really sit down and have a conversation about. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just you can't even equate it to anything. Like, first of all, he's not going to play on the same side of the ball as Nick Bosa, Fred Warner, Travarius Ward, Greenlaw, Lenore, Armstead, or Hufanga. So he's not even going to be on the side of the ball. So that will never be in the discussion. You can't put him behind any of those. And then on the other offensive side, Trent Williams is a tackle, and Christian McCaffrey, to me, is the MVP. He makes the team go. And then you got Kittle, Ayuk, and Debo. So those guys don't get the ball without Purdy. So it's just fucking it's a case.
Yeah, but like, all right, think about the Ravens though with Flacco. If we were to rank those teams, there's no way in hell we're putting Flacco above Ray Lewis and Ed Reed. I don't give a fuck. They're on the opposite side of the ball. I don't give a fuck. I don't care about none of that. No details. We're not putting Joe Flacco above Ray and Ed because our eyes work and we clearly know that they're better at what they do than what he is at what he does. And that's the conversation. Or is Fred Warner better as a linebacker than Purdy is as a quarterback? That's how we got to have these discussions. And that's the way I'm reading it. And that's why I'm saying because of that, he is ranked like, 7, 8, 9, 10. He's somewhere in that range. I don't know exactly where you put him at, but he's in that area. But at the end of the day, if they go out here and they win Super Bowl here in about a week and he wins Super Bowl MVP, none of this matters. So that's what it is.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's just a hard comparison. Like, I just don't know if you can do it. I don't think legitimate. It sounds almost like dumb that we're discussing it. Like, it's almost like funny, like that we're bringing this up and discussing it to me anyway. I don't know. I mean, it is what it is.
Move on then if it sounds dumb.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Our show.
I got an interesting take, though, I want to show you. Real talk or jaw jacking. This is something that, I've been saying for a while. Steve Kim, Whitlock, Nadu. Few people have been saying. But a couple brothers doing a show, you may know him, has come out and talked about Deion in Colorado and players going there. Take a listen and give us your feedback.
No. So I'm going to play for Deion for what? We're not winning. I can go somewhere else, get the same education and not better, and I can get drafted without his help. You know what I'm saying? So you not really like it's really no upside to go play for you.
You ain't doing nothing for me.
You ain't doing nothing for me.
Right.
The only nigga that's really getting paid we know is Travis and your sons.
Correct.
So why am I going to play for you? Because and your other son that's working your social media, he keep the camera on Travis and his brothers. I ain't seen nobody else on camera.
None.
So why am I going to play? That's why I say, nigga, if you can't sit back and look and see, like, that's not a smart move, then what the groupies, bro? Like, groupies, do motherfuckers think for themselves anymore? Do motherfuckers think for themselves? That's not a good business move. It's fake. So I want to see, we'll be paying attention to see who the fuck get drafted from Colorado this year. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's jaw jacking only because like the argument that he's making, like you can make that for.
So is he hating or telling the truth though?
He's telling his truth, what he believes. I don't think he's hating. I wouldn't call him a hater. He's telling what he believes.
Truth. I think it's the truth, right?
No, it's not. It's not the truth because you could say that about 1,000 fucking schools of like I can get the same education at fucking Toledo that I got at Ball State. I can win the same. Like, so if you're going to compare every single fucking thing, I just don't understand the argument. Like,
who else do you see being filmed at Colorado? Who else have you seen on that team that's on Instagram and social media? What players can you name that have been filmed? And tell me that it's not true.
The whole team have been filmed. The receivers have been filmed. The stars are going to be filmed mostly.
You can't tell me not one name though.
I don't know none of these motherfuckers' names.
Because I don't see them.
I'm saying I'm not the guy. I can't tell you a lot of motherfuckers' names. I'm not good with names.
We don't ever see them.
Well, at the end of the day,
we see two guys on camera and we see one guy filming them. Like, let's be real.
I don't even know what this argument even is about. So we're talking about.
Well, I'm just saying, you said it's real talk. You say it's jaw jacking. I think it's real talk. This is what we've been saying for a long time. I'm trying to figure out what benefit you do get, which is the basis of this discussion.
Yes, playing underneath a Hall of Fame player, one of the best players who've ever done it. What the fuck are we talking about? It makes no sense.
Give you beneficially?
What does that give you? I'm one of the best players who ever played it.
What is that? How's that benefit your career?
He played at the highest level. I'm playing underneath you. I'm telling you, I'm getting the experience from somebody who's fucking done it. You always come on this show and say, I don't want to listen to. We got coaches who ain't never played before. I don't even got respect for them. They don't even know the fucking game. I don't respect journalists who ain't there, who ain't been in the fucking locker room, who don't even know what we do. Deion Sanders has done this shit at the highest fucking level.
Player versus coach, though, different.
It's the same conversation though. You can't have it for a coach and have a player. I want to play from I want to play with somebody who's been at the highest level. What are you talking about? Like, simple and plain. If we're gonna go in the whole nitpicking thing, why would I go to Bama for this guy? Why I go to Auburn for this guy? Why I go to Ball State for this guy? You can say it for anybody. So the argument is pointless because the argument you have for Colorado, I can make that same argument from any other team in football. That's what I'm saying. I don't understand it. We're just picking and choose. We're picking and choose certain people to talk about and topics and schools to talk about because it's popular. He's on the podcast. He knows he talks shit about Colorado and Deion. He gets more clicks, likes, and views. That's why the conversation is getting brought up. He could say, make those same exact comments about Tulsa, fucking Nebraska, fucking. There's so many. Nebraska ain't winning. Nebraska ain't doing it. Nebraska ain't like the same argument. You can make it for anybody. It's not exclusive to Colorado. That's my point. So why are you bringing up Colorado in this conversation? Because you want the views, the clicks, the attention, the virality, and you want shows like us to bring your segment into our show. That's all I'm saying.
Horace said, "Tell the truth, Smitty. The white boy don't like Deion." I'm the only one on this chat that talks to Deion. None of you do. So, see, again, you're ignorant. You should shut the fuck up. No, I tell the truth, and I bring up discussions about getting the truth out, like Smitty just spit out and said his truth. I'm telling you my truth. He hasn't done anything as a coach to those two guys' topic to where I can get a new guy in and get out.
He's been there for 1 year, JB. And he's been in Colorado for 1 year.
What is it benefiting a new kid in NIL business or a recruit to go there? Why are they going there? Their point was they're chasing clout, like you just simply said. This is a clout chaser podcast that they just did because of who Deion is. Yeah. And those guys rebutted that by saying the kids that are going there are chasing clout too. Because of who they are, filming everything, the two Travis and his son,
and the ratings don't lie.
Ties back. We need to see his draft status this year. We need to see who gets drafted out of Colorado this year before anyone can make any hasty judgment, in my opinion. So that has nothing to do with me hating the guy or not. All it is bringing up a topic. So I'm trying to figure out, though. He's lost 2 championship games that he's been in the HBCU level. He didn't win many games last year. And yet we put him on a pedestal as if he's fucking Nick Saban already.
Deion improved everywhere he's been.
Keep it 100, dog.
Has Deion improved every team he's coached since he's been coaching, whether it's HBCU or so far Colorado? Yes or no? I want a yes or no question. Has he, to this point, has he improved the teams that he has coached for once he's joined? Yes or no, please?
Yes.
Then what are we talking about? Conversation closed. What the fuck are we talking about? Colorado won 1 game before he got there. So anything about it was a fucking improvement. Off the rip. Boom. We all were watching Colorado last year. Let me ask everyone in the chat. When's the last time you watched Colorado play football prior to last year? Let me wait. When fucking Matt McChesney and Joe Klatt was there? Let's keep it a bean.
No, they just won a couple years ago.
We wasn't watching them motherfuckers like that unless you was a real deal
I didn't say watch them. I said
football
winning.
fan.
I didn't say watch them. I said winning.
Okay, boom. So, HBCU.
Let me school you on some real talk real quick. I've taken over Long Beach Cabrillo. Flowers, that's in the chat, was there. They had struggled and won 3 games in 6 years. It did not make me the greatest coach of all time when my first year went 7-3. I improved a horrible fucking situation in a shitty organization which is not hard to do if you have any sort of competence at all or a name or a real genuineness to yourself. Number one, I took over a 0-10 Compton College place several years ago. Guess what? Didn't make me coach of the year when I improved their record, okay? So the bottom line is, can he sustain it and actually get over the hump and do something in the long run, which we haven't seen him win a championship at any point yet. And it's not absolutely rocket science or putting you as a next Nick Saban if you go in and just win one more game than they won the year before.
He's
so
not.
Let's be clear, we're not anointing him yet. Don't anoint this motherfucker as the greatest
But
thing.
also, don't shoot him down either. Like, just wait.
I'm not shooting him down. I'm just telling you, there's a perspective in taking over a shitty organization. You can do a lot of shitty coaches have won more games than the year before, just by the way, when they take over a place. Cool. So I just want to be clear there. I'm not hating on him. I'm just telling you, let's pump our brakes when we're saying, did he win everywhere? Yeah, he's won everywhere. Jackson State's not an absolute fucking juggernaut to go in and replace. Either is Colorado from winning one game the year before. So let's give it a year or two before we say all this.
I agree. Let's stop talking about it until we got more information.
You know, that ain't true because we talk about he was more else for our show than anybody.
We take exactly. We take one season and we come up with all these fucking. I don't think he really like that. I don't think he's that good of a coach. I don't know if he really can recruit like that. I don't know if we don't know. We literally don't know. So let's get more information and we can figure it out. I'm not saying he's Nick Saban, but the motherfucker ain't trash either based upon what we've seen to this point. They go out there next year, they win the same amount of games. They win maybe one more game. They lose one more game. Let's have a conversation. But if he goes out there next year and they go 7-5, 8-4, I don't know. So we just got to see. That's all I'm saying.
I agree. We have to see. That's what I'm saying.
And let's give him whatever he deserves. So they go out there and they win 4 or 5 games. We're going to give him hell. I'm going to do the same thing. He go out there and he wins 8 games with Colorado and it's another year of improvement. Everybody that's been talking shit, give him credit for that too. I don't want to hear no like, you didn't win 8 games, but ain't no buts. Because everybody's saying he's shitty, he can't coach, he can't believe. It's two sides. Either people are put him in the fucking greatest of all time level, which is crazy, or people are saying he can't do shit, he overrated, why go there, why play for him, why do this and that, and they're crazy. It's somewhere in the middle that we need to all be living at when it comes to Deion and Colorado conversations.
I'm just telling you right now, people like you and us in this show, we talk about this dude, and the ones that absolutely say that Deion can't do no wrong, sounds like you defending him to a T, and that's fine. What I'm saying is we put a lot of added pressure on this motherfucker who hasn't won anything of significance and is in the limelight like he is. That is why I try to keep everyone at a level-headed base to say, listen, don't be disappointed when this motherfucker don't win a national title, as everyone's sitting here saying. And when everybody leaves the sidelines and all the rappers and all the famous people stop going to the games, everything went away. And now we're doing it again. We're going to hype him up again. And we're setting them up for failure. But we can't be even kill gray area on this show and discuss the truth of the matters. We end up saying, he's the greatest thing. Why are we hating? It ain't hate. I'm telling you straight out, as a coach, I know for a fact you can't put this pressure on a motherfucker right here like they're doing. And this guy has health issues. He has depth issues up front. He has a lot of things to fix. And now he's going to a new conference, which is taking half the Pac-12 with them. So it's going to be a similarity as when they play each other. But we have a whole new roster in Arizona that's traveling with them. Arizona State, fucking Nebraska, all these other teams that left and going into a new conference. It's going to be a whole new thing. It's almost like a new year again, Smitty, as if he started last year, because now they're in a whole new conference again. So I'm just telling you, this is the thing I just want to be clear. Like, if we're going to put him and anoint him as this great guy, then we need to be able to criticize him as well and make sure we're even keel when this thing either goes right or goes left. I wish nothing but success for the man because I talked to the man and I know great people at the school that I've been knowing for a long time. I'm not sitting here and they'll tell you they know I don't want them to fail. But I also, being real that I am being, you also have to understand we're putting this cat on a pedestal that has done nothing. Like, people really are putting him in the pedestal as be the next coach of the Cowboys, be the next coach for this. I'm like, calm down, homie. He hasn't even done nothing yet. So that's all I'm saying. I think it's more of a show, like a sitcom, than it is a college football program. And I think we make it that way. Like, we create that because we only say he can only do right and he can't do wrong. And that's why I'm just like, let's keep it real, man. I want to see him succeed, but let's be honest. Like, this thing's not easy, and he's seeing that. He's seeing that it's not easy. And we can be fans of Deion Sanders, prime time Deion Sanders. I'm a huge fan. I'm the biggest fan of prime as a player there is. But that doesn't mean I have to fucking swing from his nuts as a coach, because I ain't seen nothing yet. So that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I just want to put it in perspective.
I'm with you. I just see people like, in the chat talking about Shador's gonna get a career-ending injury next season. Like,
yeah,
those are the type of people. I'm not you, of course, but those are the type of people that are all over social.
That's just ignorant, dumb click.
There's a lot of those people though that's doing that though, because they are literally hating. So that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to balance the conversation out. So I'm with you.
And then there's a side that you can fight back, not to ever wish somebody gets hurt, but you can fight back and argue and say they've also done it to themselves. They've put themselves in the limelight to be criticized at an all-time rate because of the jewelry, the filming, the YouTube, all that shit. So there's two parts. Now, I don't give a fuck. I don't want my worst enemy to get injured. All I'm saying is this is where you get the casual to come out now and say stupid ass shit like this because of the fact that they are in the limelight. They are making money. They just bought their dad. Shout out to the Sanders sons for buying their daddy a house, a mansion. It ain't an LA mansion, but I don't give a fuck. It's a mansion. It's probably a couple mil at least. That's dope. So that to me is great shit. I mean, I would love to have bought my pops a house. Like, I'm not even going to be, I can't even hate. I'm not even, there's no way in the world you can't be like, damn, the money they're making on whatever they did, the Paris runway, whatever the fuck they did, all the social media, they're making big money as players. And the issue I have with that though, Smitty, it's like, I think we're leading them to the like promised land before they've actually earned the check. And I hate to see that because I want to see them be successful in the NFL. Like, I want to see Shador have a great NFL season. I don't know, or a career. I don't know if this current generation that can make so much ungodly amounts of money on social media prior to them ever having a professional career in their particular sport. I don't know if you're ever going to see that greatness again. I don't know if you'll ever see that hunger again from a great athlete like Shador, a freak of nature like these guys are, better athletically than we ever were. I don't know if you'll ever see the greatness ever displayed again, though, because I'm just being honest, dog. If you throw that many millions of dollars at me when I was young, I don't know if I'm fucking hungry to go out and work out. Like, I just be honest. Right. So I don't know if you'll ever see that again.
But they've been had money though.
At a house, dog.
They've been so yeah. The money is in their actual account now, but I'm saying they come from money. Everything they like, their dad's a Hall of Famer, so like they've been around money their entire life. Their lives have been great forever. So
and that's even further my point. That's why I don't know if they're going to be the Deion. Deion came from bottoms, nothing.
Well, they ain't going to be Deion. I mean,
he had to go get it.
They ain't going to be Deion. Yeah, that's a whole.
No, but I'm just saying the mindset's not even the same. Like,
yeah, for sure. But at the same time, there is another angle too, though, where like we assume if you come from money, your dad or got money, whatever, that you're just not going to be a dog. You can't be good. But I've also met kids who they come from money and they want to make their own name. They so it's almost like that's the motivation. Like even Kobe, his dad, I mean, Jelly Bean Joe Bryant, he was an NBA player. Let's not forget that. And he was solid too. Then he played overseas. Like it's not like he was just broke. Kobe wanted to build up his own name and start his own legacy. He used that own thing as like motivation and stuff like that. So sometimes it works in your favor too. It just depends on how you channel that. You know what I'm saying? Like all his kids know They don't need football. They know that right now. They've been known that, but they want to play it. So sometimes that, to me, that shows that at least you got a love for the game because you got money. You don't. LeBron's son, he don't have to do shit. He ain't got to hoop. So to me, he loves the game. Like that's a bigger sign of love. A lot of people from the hood, like they didn't. I know people who didn't really love football like that, but they were good at it, and they was like, this is how I'm gonna get out. This is how I'm gonna take care of my people. So I'm gonna just do it, make my bread, and I'm gonna head out. So when you actually got money and you still play football. Because football is crazy, y'all. I'm going to be real. If you ain't played football, the shit that we go through and put our bodies through is crazy. You got to be insane to play football. You got to truly either love that shit or have a huge why of why you're actually doing it. So if you're rich already and you still playing this game, to me, you love the game because there's no other reason to play this shit. It's crazy. So we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, that's really all we can do. But I don't know. These kids just, I don't know. It's tough now to watch them. The hunger just to me is what makes the sport and the product great. I don't know if we see that across the board, not just in Colorado. I'm just talking about everywhere. But we'll see what happens. Let me dive into this one. This man didn't get a job, but he's up for some DC jobs. I told you that you're going to have a lot of shifting going on yesterday's show. This guy's still out there. Does he coach this year? Does he take a year off is the question. He's interviewing for the DC job. So in Dallas, I think it's a good fit there, but does he have to stay relevant? This is what agents do with their clients. This is what they do. They get them to say, all right, you got to stay relevant. Go be the DC for a year. You'll get a head job next year. There'll probably be better jobs that come open. You also have Riverboat Ron Rivera out there swinging around. Staley's out there, who I hear is interviewing back with the Rams where he was. And then on the offensive side of the things, before we bring Big Jeff Nadu in, we said yesterday college football coaches are trying to get out faster than they can get in. And now a guy left Washington to go with the board to Alabama, but is now leaving college football probably to go back to Seattle, where he just moved from to be the Seattle Seahawks' new offensive coordinator. So he was with the University of Washington. He goes to Alabama with DeBoer, and now Ryan Grubb looks like he's going back to Seattle, to the Pacific Northwest, and be the OC for the Seattle Seahawks. Do you like that?
Which pick do the Seahawks have in the draft? We looked that up real quick, somebody?
Seahawks?
Yeah, real quick.
I think they got a decent one. I'm not sure. I think they got a decent one.
Because now I'm thinking, is this a sign the Seahawks are going to try to go get Michael Penix?
I don't know.
Geno, I mean, he's solid, but I don't think Geno ain't like the future. He's cool for now, but he ain't the future. Maybe
23rd.
23rd? Well, I think Penix could still be available around there. I mean, teams aren't super crazy high because of his injury history. He's a little older, and every team don't need a quarterback, obviously. So it's not like all the quarterbacks are going to get drafted within that point. Maybe the Seahawks might try to make a move to get Penix Jr., bring his OC over there, and start.
Oh, wait, my apologies. 16th. My bad.
It's even better. That's way better. So that's my theory now.
What up? Good morning, Jeff. Happy to have you on here on this Free Game Friday. We now know who the Super Bowl opponents will be. Again, they just played about 4 years ago. They're going to run it back now with Purdy. And then I see you betting this college basketball thing as we get about a month and a half away from March Madness already. I haven't watched one college basketball game all year, but March Madness is always the most watched event along with the Super Bowl. Where are you at right now in the college basketball world of things? How is it hard for a casual to go in and pick some winners right now in this current landscape?
It would be very hard for a regular person to do it because there's just so much movement, man. I mean, I can't identify who the number one team is. I mean, there's probably 15 or 20 really good teams. What it's done is, like in any college football, it's made teams that were generally average to like decent, now they can compete and go out and win. There's a stark contrast between winning on home or on the road. I mean, teams are just totally different teams. It's very difficult. Very difficult.
That's true. I ain't watching college basketball all year either. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know. I can't name one. I couldn't tell you one player in college basketball right now. Like if somebody said, "Hey, Darnell,
Wow,
I'll
really?
give you $100 million right now to name one college basketball
Damn,
player."
I'm kind of with you. I knew a college basketball player. Let me see.
For $100 million, because you name one college basketball player right now.
I'm trying to think.
Oh, well, you know what? Only reason because Bronny James. It's the only reason.
I think I could probably name one on every team. There are 362.
Yeah.
Hey, Jeff, we got a super chat. Max Hess, who's a Pacific Northwestern Seattle guy. He said, "Why did my Zags fall off so hard this year? We look like a boy band. Are the Zags that bad?"
Well, this is an interesting thing. So they're not ranked for the first time in a very long time. Now, the reason for that is because good coaches go out and take other jobs. For years, Gonzaga had a guy, Tommy Lloyd, who was their assistant coach to Mark Few. He was going out and recruiting all these kids from, Asia and Europe and all these places, and that's what made them really good. He took a job a couple of years ago with Arizona. He's now the head coach there, and it's starting to catch up with them a little bit. They're not recruiting the same. They're not getting top 20 guys. So it just kind of, for them, just kind of takes them to where they are now. Plus, the league's gotten better. So they'll be all right. I think they'll get to the tournament. But they're on the bubble, Coach. They're a team who they made the NCAA tournament, I believe, 23 straight years under Mark Few. So it's going to be tough. But, yeah, that's interesting that you can't name a player because usually you could. You could, you hear them on, this phenom or that phenom. It's crazy, Kentucky has like 4 top 10 recruits, so I feel like someone should name someone on that. But yeah, it's tough. I get it. For me, it's a business, but I get it for like a layperson. I get it.
I saw you going at it yesterday because our boy loves UConn, former Barstool employee with you. Jack. He loves UConn. I haven't seen him. I didn't even know they were that good. I forgot they even won it. Are they good? Are they a chance? Are they have a shot?
They're the number one team right now. I don't agree with that, but that's what the rankings tell us. But yeah, it's funny. I think your chats were very astute. Like Caleb Clark is more important, I think, nationally than a lot of men.
100%. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Women's college basketball to me is more exciting right now than men's college basketball. Now it doesn't translate to the WNBA and NBA right now. But the collegiate level, them women be hooping and the crowds be fat. The storylines be cool. They be argument. Like I actually like the women's college basketball. If I'm being real,
that's amazing. Yeah, it's definitely come a long way.
Juju from USC, Juju, like she got real stars going on just to watch her. She's dropping like 32. Like she's a freshman at USC going crazy. So I like it.
It's definitely come a long way, college basketball, from the women's standpoint. I mean, I remember years ago it was you'd watch UConn and see if they could go undefeated.
Right,
but other than that. I mean, you got, South Carolina and Iowa and LSU and all these different teams. It's fascinating. It really is.
I think the Reese girl and the Clark girl, they show so much of them, and they're giving them big NIL deals. They're getting money. I think it's big deal now. The guys, I think, like I said, I know more women than the guys.
There are no stars at the college level.
It's watered down, Smitty. That's why Jeff's kid. It's hard to pick, and Jeff's doing as much as he does on the betting side in college basketball and being successful. Fucking clap it up. It has to be so hard.
I mean, it's hard. There are a lot of really good players in college basketball, but you're right. There's not a
Zion. Like when Zion was at Duke, it was crazy. When John Morant was at where'd he go? Small school, Murray State. It was crazy. Like it was noise. It was like, oh my God. It was. I remember the Kentucky teams of old, the 2 platoons. They had 2 starting lineups basically. They lost against Wisconsin against Frank the Tank Kaminsky and those boys. Like, it was exciting. But now it's like I don't have those storylines.
I think the issue a lot of
like this though. You were there. You could count on a few guys staying. Like I just don't. It's just watered down, bro. I'm telling you, like it's just too watered down for me to fucking watch. I couldn't even watch it. And like Jeff said, I couldn't even care because I don't want to travel with you. I don't want to fucking have to lose my guy at UCLA and now he's at UConn, and I'm like, oh fuck, he's at UConn now. And then this year he's at Texas. I'm like,
another issue is like last year's tournament. Like it's cool when it happens, but then once we get to the Final Four, like I was at the Final Four when Loyola Chicago went to it, and what it turned into is shitty games, right? Look, those teams are cool in like the Sweet 16 or something, but in the Final Four, you want the 4 best teams. You don't always get it, but like you want the Kentuckys, you want the Kansases, the Dukes. You know, I think that long term hurts the sport. I really do. I don't know that I want, you know, Loyola. I don't. It's just
Wichita State.
yeah, it's kind of like in college football, right? When like Cincinnati gets there, you know, generally they get blown the fuck out, you know. But I will say this: there's a lot of really good, like there's 10 really good teams in college basketball, and I think like Zach Edey, the big kid, 7
Oh yeah,
foot,
I do know him for Purdue. Yeah, 7
Yeah.
foot. Okay, I do know a couple players.
So like the other night, and I think this is destroying college basketball too, the obsession with fouls and the officiating. The other night, this was a huge story in college basketball. Purdue had 46 free throws in the game. The other team had 9. And like I think like that's a problem as well. But no, listen, there's a lot of really good storylines, a lot of really good teams. And I think there are kids that will be people that you know by March. It's just until the football season ends, this is how it's going to be.
That's
Like,
a
once
good point. Because I barely watch NBA. Honestly, it's like it's hard to really watch. NFL just takes over everything. Like as much as we come on the show and JB and Matt say football is horrible, NFL is trash, is watered down. Man, that's still the number 1, number 2, number 3 priority on our list when it comes to watching sports.
When it comes to NBA, I feel really bad. Like I tell people, someone said to me, I like Joel Embiid. This was a while ago to win the MVP. I said, you can't bet the guy. He gets injured constantly. You can't do it. I would always pick Nikola. And look at what happened this year. He was a lock to win the MVP. He then gets injured. Now he's got no shot. Jokic he's always there. He never gets injured. I can't remember the last time a guy was injured, if he ever has been. But you're right. Until football ends, the NBA's a backseat and college basketball's a backseat.
Breaking news. Rich Paul came out on ESPN just now and said LeBron is not asking to be traded, nor will he be traded after the emoji of the hourglass LeBron posted on Twitter. That's usually when that happens, Smitty, something happens usually.
I think and I'm glad we brought this back up because I never told you guys what I think it means. I think LeBron is giving the GM
my
the
time's
time.
ticking.
My time is ticking. Bring me some help now. This might be my last year. I might have 1 more year left. I still got some in the tank, but if we want us to win, make some moves now. All-Star break is coming up, and that's when you want to make all your trades before that point. Figure it out now. That's what he's saying.
Yeah. I don't know. Lakers are bad. I mean, there's a lot of bad NBA right now. I agree with Jeff, though. I was one on record a long time ago. I think the Sixers should get rid of Embiid. I just think it's a bad marriage. Like, it hasn't worked. Like, it's time to move on. Everyone else did it. KD got out, and LeBron's been out twice, and all these other guys. Why Embiid's an MVP superstar? Why can't he? Why? I'm trying to figure out what is he waiting on? The 76ers aren't a championship roster. You might as well blow it up.
I think that's the problem year after year with this organization. And one of the reasons that as a fan, look, when I was a kid, my family had season tickets. I loved Allen Iverson. He was my hero, right? But as I got older and I kind of realized, like, this team just doesn't care about surrounding, and they never did it with him. They never surrounded him with stars. And the one year they did, they added Dikembe. They went to the finals. But this city has had an issue with that for a long time. I mean, Donovan McNabb, they never surrounded him with stars. And then you give him Terrell Owens, they go to the Super Bowl. But with the Sixers, they've never realized that they need to add pieces around your superstar. I have had to deal with the fucking process, fucking Ben Simmons, Markelle Fultz, just complete failures drafting, making free agent acquisitions. And what you've done in turn, look, he can score 70 once in a while, but who gives a shit? In the end, this team never wins when it matters most. It is incredibly irritating. And as a fan, you just get tired of it, to be fair.
Yeah.
Cisco's
in the house. Cisco, shout out to Cisco. Cisco, in honor of you, I got some Mexican people shit for you. I got to show you. Take a look.
Hello. I was actually invested. I wanted to see the actual dance they're about to do. Like, they're about to kill that shit, I think. They messed the whole thing up. Damn. I'm disappointed in that.
That is cold. That's a lot of people think of some crazy content out here.
They do. You gotta be creative.
That's what makes money too. It's crazy.
Creativity.
Somebody's talking about that Kevin Mutombo couldn't score, but he was the greatest. He was the best defensive player in the league. Like he had like 4 blocks a game, bro.
Blocks and rebounds, and just impressive.
Yeah, he was tough.
Can I go to a comment? Josh Felly says, "Can you tell us what the Mummers is?" I saw that on the Kelsey podcast, and they didn't even really know.
The what?
That would be a boring discussion because no one knows what the Mummers is but me, I feel like. Do you guys know what that is?
Never even heard of that before.
The Mummers is a parade every year on New Year's Day where it's essentially a South Philadelphia tradition where throughout the year, a bunch of people have clubs or like social clubs, brigades, if you will. They're like little like areas where you hang out and chill. But these people put together like choreographed dancing things, like similar to like cheerleading in a way. They go out and they put a bunch of costumes on and they go out and dance in the streets and they compete for money. It's a big tradition in this city. People have done it for 100 years. And I think Jason Kelsey was like big into it. I'm just answering one of the questions here.
Oh, okay.
Jason Kelsey bought some video game rights or something?
I don't know. I think he's done with the NFL though. That's what I
what's that shit called? That what is that? I forgot what do you guys call it? Anime video game? Yeah. Some weirdo shit. All right, Jeff, we got 2 Super Bowl opponents, Chiefs, Niners. It just is crazy that this is Mahomes has made it back again. This is Andy Reid's best job, in my opinion, ever. Everything leads to Kansas City winning it again to me. I don't know why, but it does. I just see them winning again. Andy Reid owns Kyle Shanahan 3-0 versus him all time. And those games have not been close. The Super Bowl was the closest game that there was. Obviously, they have to make sure that game's close. But he went into Frisco last year, I think put up almost 50 on him and like 600 yards of offense. They absolutely dissected an undefeated Niners team in Frisco last year. The year before, he did it during the regular season as well. Then they won against the Super Bowl. I don't see anything different this year. The Niners have a better roster top to bottom, in my opinion, but Andy Reid is the clear-cut X factor, in my opinion.
It's a great breakdown. So it's, I think, something you have to talk about. But I'm going to kind of go the other way. I bet this morning the 49ers, I played them on the money line. All they got to do is win. I think in the end, they just have the better roster, man. And I think some of the, which is crazy that I have to bring this up, but I think some of the outside things, the influence of the NFL possibly in doing this to get a certain person at the game, I think that's kind of over now. Now we have to just play the game. And look, I think the Chiefs obviously are very good. We know Mahomes is terrific, but defensively, we know the Niners are as good as it gets. I feel like they'll have something for Mr. Kelsey. I think as long as you don't let anyone else beat you deep, the Rashee Rices, the Valdez Scantlings, I'm just going to take the better team with the better players to me. But you are right. I mean, it's not just Andy Reid. Spagnuolo's been great as well. He's a great defensive coordinator.
Yeah, he's unbelievable. He's the biggest big game coordinator of all time. I agree with Weddle. Like he's the New York Giants DC when
AT&O Patriots. Yep,
defeated Patriot team. He's also done it a few different times at other places. He's one of the greatest big game coordinators there is. I see him doing some things to Purdy again, to where the discussion on Monday after the Super Bowl will be, he's the game manager, that whole thing again, because I think he struggles in this game versus Spagnuolo's defense. I think he does, but we'll see. It's going to be interesting.
You would have to think if the Chiefs win, Reid retires, right?
I think he's a possibility if he loses.
Yeah,
I don't think he retires, period, bro. Like, he has a chance to fucking get a couple more Super Bowls to make him he's already a Hall of Famer. We know that, of course, but I'm saying legendary, greatest coach of all time level. This is prime Mahomes, and this is to me maybe his best coaching job, at least with the Chiefs that he's ever had. This team was.
I believe though he stated that. Or there's been rumors that he's looking to retire.
No, it's rumors for sure. I'm not saying I'm right, but there's definitely rumor. I'm just saying I don't see why you would, man. Go ahead and try to give you a couple more and just see. I get going out on a bang, but you can also go out too early. You know what I'm saying? Imagine if MJ, when that first retirement, he just stayed retired. Like, damn, after 3 rings, you didn't get your 6. I think Andy could get a few more if they win this year. So I say he got to stay.
I'll just say it's a rough look for our friend Coach Jason Brown, who continues to just try to make it look like Patrick Mahomes isn't very good, but just keeps winning.
Yeah, I mean, that just tells you how good Andy Reid is. I mean, let's be honest. Jeff, let's talk about this. So Andy Reid literally gets stepped over once again when all of us on this show, yourself included, continue to praise Mahomes, but we also all year long when they were struggling this is the worst roster he's ever had. Their receivers are dropping the ball. They have no run game.
I don't think I ever said that.
But when does Andy Reid get credit for having the shittiest roster they've ever had and no receivers? And he's back in his Super Bowl, but yet now we're praising fucking Mahomes again. How about we praise the guy that got this shitty roster, according to all the mainstream media, back to a Super Bowl? How about that?
Everyone praises Bill Belichick. He's the greatest. He's the greatest. This is the greatest. Reid is Reid.
That's what people are saying, though. I'm not going to lie.
You don't even have Super Bowls, bro.
But he went to a few with Philadelphia, was in the NFC title game every year, finally broke through in Kansas City, and now we're seeing, he's elite. You're right, though. We don't give him enough credit for what he did with this roster.
Let me jump in real quick.
Too, as a D coordinator, also.
Let me jump in real quick, because I'm not saying
Andy has never won a Super Bowl as the O coordinator somewhere else. Belichick's won 2 as a D coordinator somewhere else.
I don't agree with Nadu, but to his point, though, there are people I'm at Fox. There are people who are making that same argument that Andy Reid is a better coach. But the reason, but here's the argument though. And there's some, truth to this or whatever you want to say. Andy Reid may not have, half the Super Bowls that Belichick has yet. I think they're gonna win this year, and he will get that 3rd one, and he will have half. So I think that counts as that. But he don't have 6. You're right. But Andy Reid has never also really had, other than maybe 1 year, had bad years like the way Belichick has had without Tom Brady. Like, Belichick is either Super Bowl with Brady or there's no Brady, and they're like trash.
That's the point.
They're not good. Andy Reid is consistently always good. He made the most out of Alex Smith. He made the most out of Mahomes. He made the most out of David McNabb. He went to 5 straight NFC Championship games with Philly. Went to Super Bowl. Yeah, they lost against the Patriots and Belichick. So that's a point for Belichick. But there's a big group of people that are looking at Belichick's record as a head coach without Brady, before Brady, and then after Brady, and they're using that against them. And listen, I don't agree with that, but I'm saying there are some points to be made from that standpoint of okay, if Andy Reid was on that Patriots team with Brady all those years, could he have 6, 7, 8? I don't know. And we'll never know because we're just making assumptions, but that's the discussion there. People are saying that, okay, Belichick might be the greatest defensive mind of all time, but is he the greatest head coach of all time? I don't know. It's a conversation.
Yeah, but we also have to look at Tom Brady was there for all the time. He had Drew Bledsoe that he also took to a Super Bowl, by the way, and he won 11 games with Matt Castle. He won 11 games with Matt Castle.
That's my argument, yeah. The 11 games.
You got to look at some other things, too. Like, Andy Reid's really never been without a superstar quarterback.
Alex Smith?
Alex Smith was an MVP candidate that year,
but
bro.
Why? I know, but that's credit to Andy, though. Alex Smith ain't never.
So then you're making my point.
Okay, well, I mean, we're all agreeing.
Andy Reid doesn't get enough credit, in my opinion, in this situation. The Chiefs are back again.
Yeah.
Now, I got to ask you this, though. Let's be honest. The Patriots during the run benefited. Jeff's on the East Coast. He could, I think, attest. The AFC East, Matt was in it with the Jets at the time and the Dolphins. We're the worst conference in football for 20 years.
Horrible.
The AFC West has been the worst conference in football for duration of Patrick Mahomes' career.
Yeah, but the AFC East was bad up until at least a year, 2 or 3 years ago, wasn't it?
The Raiders just got to the playoffs finally against Cincinnati. Right. Derek Carr's last year they lost. But the Chargers haven't been since, I want to say,
They went last year. They lost against the Jags.
Before that, they haven't been since 17. They haven't won a title, though, since like 09. The Raiders haven't either. And Denver's been a figment of what they used to be. So those teams, I'm excited to see next year that we have some competency in LA with the Chargers and Harbaugh. You have AP, who I believe the team wants to run through a wall for. And now you have Payton, who's made strides and going to figure out, do we do with Russell Wilson? But he's going to be, I think, he's a Super Bowl winning coach. I think he's understand how to build a program from within, which he's doing. I think all three teams are going to be better. I think it's going to be finally a competitive conference for the first time. But does Andy Reid stay? I don't know. Jeff, think about it. Jeff, you deal with this stuff all the time. The stress that's on Andy Reid, I could easily see him walking away. He's had a kid pass away. He's had another kid almost kill a kid. Maybe his wife is like, you've done enough. Let's get some family time in this thing. I could see that weighing on him. And he's lost weight. And guess what? That's stress weight. It's not like he's on the fucking Peloton every day. So, like, let's just be honest. I think he can easily walk away from this thing, winner or loser. Take a year off. He is 6 years younger than Belichick and Pete Carroll. But he doesn't actually, like, after that game, Jeff, I don't know if you watched the little things, and I think you do. He looked exhausted. He didn't care they won. He was just like, fuck, get out of here and win another one. Like, I just think he could easily walk away and have no regrets.
Right to the point with like Nick Saban, where you want to have more of your life back. As you said, he's one of these coaches that has been through some personal tragedies. I remember when the son died. That was back when he was in Philadelphia. He's had some sad things happen. Now, again, I don't think that would have mattered if he wasn't an NFL coach, but it's bad nonetheless. I agree. I mean, how old is he now? He's got to be
65.
He's close to 70. He's getting closer.
Yeah, he's 65.
And remember, he was a coach before the Eagles. Like he was a coach at Green Bay, right?
Yeah, he was a quarterback coach for Brett Favre.
Yeah, he's been around a long time, man.
Long time.
Yeah. I mean, that's why you got to understand when this profession takes 20 hours out of your life a day.
This is really disgraceful. One of these commenters, great coach, not a great father. What a shameful comment that is. I mean, really, how the hell do you know? So you can have your kids can do things. My father was a great father, the greatest father you could ask for. But I did a lot of stupid shit where I was very close to screwing my whole life up. What a shameful message there. Really, that's wrong,
we got casuals in the chat that were talking about. We were talking about Colorado, and Smitty and I got into a debate, and then someone was like, "I hope Shador gets hurt," and it's like, I don't wish on anyone getting hurt. I don't wish on anybody dying.
They said he's gonna have a career-ending injury. Like what?
We got just those are the Twitter casuals, man. They have to make a name for themselves.
But just really ridiculous. Like, you do know that when your kid turns 18 years old, he goes into his life and does what he does. You have no control over him anymore. What?
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's crazy.
I got a little news to break real quick. Not news, but it's interesting. We had Chris Four on the show, who was representing the California youth movement that the California, the state, was trying to cancel football. It's now happening on the East Coast in New York and New Jersey. They're trying to cancel tackle football for the youth. Hopefully they follow suit with California and keep it alive and veto this dumb bill. But there's a Oakland, California, which is in shambles. They shut down a In-N-Out Burger in the hood because of the crime. They just shut down a Denny's in the same neighborhood because of the crime. They're shutting down businesses, bro. This is third world country shit. And Governor Newsom is an absolute clown who just pointed the finger on a video we showed, Jeff, because he got accused of stealing at Target yesterday in California, the governor of our fucking state. So anyway, Oakland, California, the great, legendary, a good friend of mine now that I've got to meet over the last 5 years, Gary Payton is the head coach for this team, a college that's a startup school about 3 years ago called Lincoln University. Lincoln University also started a football program up that is taking a lot of heat because it seems to be a fake money grab They're not accredited by any institution or educational institution. They're taking money from kids. They're offering all these different things. Well, Gary Payton, being from Oakland, California, was like, I'm going to give back and take over the college basketball program. And he now just ripped the entire fucking organization because apparently he's been doing it for free for the last few years. And he just realized that the college is basically fake. Like, there's really no accreditation with it. There's no it's an absolute fugazi university, and Gary Payton's name is attached as the head basketball coach of it. I just sent it to you, Bailey, but this is it's breaking news out here. It's going crazy because this university has basically screwed a bunch of kids over because financial aid is involved and other things. So I'm glad he's gone public. He's done what our boy did, our safety. What did he do at that shithole last year at college? Remember he did that video?
Yeah.
ECU? Reid. Fucking the safety. Ed Reid.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I was like, he said the safety. I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, Ed Reid. Yeah. But Ed Reid came out and basically was like, fucking, you guys are a joke. And, now Gary Payton's doing the same thing. I'm glad they go public with it. I don't understand how these startups get even started being a fake fugazi fucking organization. And I don't know how you don't know that.
Yeah.
I don't know that.
I also I'm trying to understand what's the point of it all. I don't get it. I mean, it's not like you're making like money.
Well, yeah. Well, what happens is you get financial aid money from the state, so you'll get you'll get a lot of financial aid money for all the enrollment. So you get $100,000 probably.
And you might get like local donations for like stuff like that. Yeah.
What I don't understand is how that doesn't characterize as fraud at a federal level. I don't understand.
It will be.
Like, that's the fraudment of the federal aid system.
Yeah, it'll guarantee 100% be. I know coaches that have been cracked for that.
But if you take donations from someone because you say you have cancer and you don't have cancer, that's fraud, right? If you say you have a basketball program and we're doing all these things and we're doing this, we're doing that, you don't do it, how is that not a crime? I don't understand.
Gary hasn't received any salary for the past 2 seasons either.
Why do it then?
I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat this shit no more. We're not where we're supposed to be. We have to run a program the way it's supposed to be ran, not halfway shit. Payton said he took the job to chance to work with players from his hometown. That's why he took it. I'm here for these kids, basically, Payton said. That's about it. It's nothing else. He's also doing the Big Three. I think GP is a coach for the Big Three and all that. But the retired star came out and said all this about just that the season is just an absolute scandal and it's a joke. Limited money for travel. He's having to pay for everything out of his own pocket. That's not how a university works. That's the first ding, 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 ding. I can't feed my players and get a bus. I'm probably not legit.
Yeah. It shouldn't have took probably 2 years for you to like figure out like, okay, after you didn't get paid, that's probably a sign that some fishy stuff going on. So.
Hey, Jeff, in NBA, speaking of NBA, the Lakers beat Boston last night without LeBron and without AD. Is this the time why the iron's hot strike? Would you trade LeBron at 39?
Well, I think that's what as Smitty said, I think that's what the hourglass was. Like, he's just sick and tired and he wants more people around. I don't think they have the balls to trade LeBron. Can you really trade him? I mean, like, I think he's kind of at that point where I think he dictates what happens. You don't. I mean,
I'm curious though, because if I'm Rob Pelinka, the GM there, I don't want to get stuck in the fact that I got to deal with him coming to me saying draft my son next year when he's very fucking mid to under whatever we call him. I just still call it shitty. His son's very shitty. I don't want to be stuck with having to try to worry about the drama of drafting this kid.
But if you're him, right? Like, as a father, we're just talking about being a father. As a father, I get you're not going to say to your kid, hey, you're not good enough.
And Eric Weddle told his kid that on the show.
But at what point do you say, like, he's going to embarrass himself at some point, isn't he, the kid? I mean, I think it's almost like Michael Jordan didn't force his kid to, like, go to college and be the next Michael Jordan. Like, we knew the kid wasn't Michael Jordan, right? Do you think the ball kid guy, what's his name, LeVar, you don't think he went to the one kid and said, listen, kid, like, just play your part, man. Like, they're going to do what they do. Keep working hard, but, you know, like, you have to have that conversation as a, you know. When will LeBron can have that conversation? Because, look, I'll tell you right now, I mean, I'm a draft guy. I mean, he's nowhere near, a top 10. I don't know if he's even a guy you draft. I don't think it's – I don't know where you go with it.
Like, I'd get rid of AD and LeBron. Smitty and I started the show off. I would have got rid of both of them. I'd try to get as much as I could for both of them. Like, AD's a walking fucking injury bug. Like, he's Embiid 2.0. And then you got LeBron, who's aging and all that. I would try to get rid of both of them. I know it's not probably realistic, Smitty. I agree with Smitty. It's probably not realistic, but listen, he's milking L.A. for all that L.A. has to offer. Let's be clear. Let's not get milked by LeBron as an organization. One of the greatest of all time in the Lakers organization is really failing badly here if they miss on this, because I don't see the Lakers aren't going to get it. Jeff, you know the draft, who's coming out of college. The Lakers aren't going to just go to the NBA final off one of these players coming out of college next year. So there's not a guy in the college that's going to make them better. You got to go and trade some people. We're 5 days away from the trade deadlines, Jeff. And who's out there, who can be traded, who can be moved, and the Lakers' only two assets are these two guys.
Right.
Like, you got to get rid of D'Lo for a DeJounte Murray, but okay, you got a defender versus trading a three-point shooter. D'Lo has better stats of all.
You got to wonder, like, what the Warriors are up to. I mean, do they have some sort of shakeup? I mean,
Steph is stressed the fuck out. If you watch the game where they lose, Steph after the game be like putting the jersey over his head because Steph he still has it.
Could he really go to Golden State, like LeBron and Steph Curry?
Talked about it.
LeBron are tight.
LeBron has talked about how we'll be playing with Steph before. You know.
Hey, KJ says LeBron trade for Jason Tatum.
Yeah, right.
Nah,
come on,
Tatum is locked. But no, I can see them going to Golden State. Only thing is, I don't think the Lakers want those old people on our team. I don't think we want Clay and Draymond. Respectfully, they're just older.
Yeah, we don't want to swap old for old.
Yeah, that's the only problem.
We need young.
Somebody says Draymond and Clay for AD and Rui.
Nah,
if I'm the Warriors, I would not do that.
No. If I'm the Warriors, I might do it.
Draymond and Clay.
I think it's bad for the Lakers. Clay, listen, I love Clay. He's just not like that no more. Not his fault. He had 2 back-to-back injuries. He had an ACL injury and an Achilles injury. He's not bad. He's cool, but he can't play. He can't slide his feet on defense the same way he used to. And then offensively, he's up and down when it comes to, like, he used to be automatic. Clay of old used to be automatic. If you leave open, it's time he gets hot. We were talking about this the other day, man. Was just as dangerous as Steph. But now, like, I don't have that fear like that no more. Draymond's cool, but Draymond's good on a good team. Like, he needs good players around him for his style of play to be truly effective. If you're a bad team, what he does isn't as vital or as important. It doesn't matter as much because he doesn't give you numbers. You know what I'm saying? He makes Steph's job easier. I will say that because they have this natural connection of just, finding him, the timing with the passes. I will say that, but I don't know, man. I don't know what they do, I guess. I'm glad I'm not GM for either one of these teams.
Let's do some fact or cap with Jeff. Since it's Free Game Friday, Jeff is very in tune with the females out here. I want to do some fact or cap. Take a listen to this broad.
Feminists ever stopped to consider that maybe some of us didn't want to leave the kitchen? I mean, I would make all the sandwiches to be able to stay home. I'd be fine with that. I don't want a man in my kitchen. I don't want him sprinkling my freshly ground salt all over the floor and step on shards of salt every time I walk in the door. Like, stay out of the kitchen. I'll stay out of the workplace. I would be fine with that. I don't want equality. I don't want somebody to pound me up and ask me if I paid the cable bill. I want to be someone's delicate flower. I want to be treated like a sweet baby angel. I want them to come home and be like, babe, did you make this? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, oh, my love. And I'm like, I know. That's what I want. Like, equality is not it.
What's up?
The workplace, leave it to the men.
Agreed. 100%. I couldn't agree more. Who is that, and where can I find her?
Smitty, real talk or jaw jacking?
It ain't really
That's a
either
real
one.
woman right there.
It's just kind of like her. It's her vision, I guess. You know what I mean?
That's
like,
June Cleaver, baby. I love it. Love it.
Smitty torn with like a weird fucking look right now. I'm trying to figure out Smitty's look right now. Like, I don't know, because Smitty, I think, does a lot of what she's saying, because Smitty's wife is a nurse. That's a hard hour. That's a tough hour job. So she working overnight. So Smitty ain't coming home to sandwiches.
Yeah, and I told my wife, like,
you get Chick-fil-A in the morning, though.
Now my wife still be cooking though when she off, which is crazy. But like, I told her in a perfect world, I would want her to be in position where she doesn't have to work. I would want to make myself making enough money what I do, where she can either work part-time as a nurse or just not do anything. My wife is a hustler. She likes to do stuff, so she's going to work, I think, regardless. Do something, even if it's a hobby, she's gonna do something. She's not gonna just sit around the house. So that's who my wife is. But I lean more so on the side of agreeing with her, because I know me. I told you the other day, I love having my plate made. Like, that's my love language. Like, there's something about coming home and your woman just bringing you a nice hot fucking plate. I don't know what it is. Just, it gives me like my endorphins start to get crazy on the inside. I do like to go in the kitchen sometimes. I ain't gonna lie. Like, sometimes I want to put my own pepper on top of my shit though. That's my only little note. Sometimes I want to go in the kitchen and do a little something.
Max over here reaching and shit. Max, why you trying to get me caught up, homie?
Female nails be on your Instagram story. What?
Caleb Williams, motherfucker. That's who. Hey,
I do want to make it clear though. I would never marry. I'm never getting married. So like that girl there, that would just be a long-term thing. I would never get married.
Yeah, take that clap off. Y'all tripping, man. There's beauty in marriage. You find the right person. I'm gonna stick on that. We gotta stop doing this publicly though. We gotta stop. There's a lot of people do this. We're making marriage makes like it's the worst thing in the fucking world.
Let me explain something to you, bro.
And I just don't agree to that. If you don't want to do it, cool. But like, to put it out there like people who are married are just fucking idiots to do it. Nah, there's a lot of beautiful marriage. My grandparents, I'm sure y'all got people in y'all family who've had beautiful fucking marriages and raised a beautiful family and create a foundation and change the future of their last name because of the decisions they made as a unit. So let's make sure we just say both sides.
Agreed.
Say that's not for me, but it's still beautiful.
I agree. But unfortunately, what you just said, that was like your parents, my grandparents. I agree 100%. But currently in the Western world, the way we live, it's just not a smart decision. It just isn't. And any psychiatrist, any person that is a professional that teaches people about relationships, counselors, those sort of people, they'll tell you the same thing. I get if you find the right woman, it's not in your situation. It seems like it's perfect. I just think for me, I think long term there's no real benefit to it. Like,
so you're gonna be single the rest of it. Like, Jeff, you are what, 30? What? How old are you?
I'll be 35.
You'll be 35. So you're telling me, let's say you live till fucking 95 or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You telling me the next 60 years you just gonna be by yourself. At some point, I don't care what nobody said. At some point, it might not happen until you're 65. We all don't want to just. JB included. Nobody wants to be a fucking home just by themselves. You got no kids around, no wife, nothing. Just you, just sitting there. Like, it's human nature to want to have fucking love around you. You could be the most gangster person ever. JB loves having people at his house. He invites people at his house every fucking weekend.
You know
that's not by accident. It's not by accident.
Invitational people invites leave. Don't get it twisted.
If I wanted to stay the night at your fucking house, you offered me to stay over there.
My loves are at my feet right now. They stay here. My dogs and side bitches and AEs. I want you to leave. You pay for pussy, so guess what? They leave. Let's just keep it real. You don't pay for them to stay.
That's a good point, though. Like you do have a great point with like long term being alone. But, you know, I think the sad part of it is, Smitty, and I mean, you know, I'm just being truthful here. In the end, most of us do die alone, regardless of whether we have a partner or not. Like, my mother will die alone. She's never going to get another man, you know, like that's just the truth. And I look at it with the whole thought of, are you religious, by the way, or no?
I know. I am a Christian. I respect whatever y'all agree, but I am a Christian man. Yeah.
I think for people that are religious and they definitely have that part in their relationship, I think those people absolutely should get married. Like, I think it's beneficial, surely. But for someone like me, I've also recognized, and I don't mean to be corny here, but Meek Mill made a point at one point that he's married to the game, right? This is what he does. I don't feel that the career that I have is good for a woman. I just don't. I don't think it's good for a family. My life is like at night when I'm doing what I do with these games, it's very stressful. I wouldn't want to put a woman into that. I just don't think that the career that I'm in suits a family.
It's tough.
It's sad because I would love to have a child, but I just don't really think that the world that I'm in is cut out for that. It's just the life that I'm in, and that's the truth. But I also don't think that like men today have the wrong thought on women. Like, you have to find a woman, like your wife seems like a great woman. She's attracted to you. You have great attraction to each other. You just love each other. Most men just look for a woman that's super hot, way out of their league, and they just submit to them. But that person has to submit back to them. That's the issue. And I think people just throw money at a problem. And in the end, they just get sad and upset, and then they get divorced, and that's that.
And then you can't, as a man, you can't get with a woman just because of sex too. I'm gonna be real with you. Like, that's a piece of it, of course, duh. But it has to be like, what true real life value are you bringing to my life? Are we better together as a unit? Yeah. When you marry somebody, it's not just, oh, I love you. I love a lot of people. It's because we are a good, like, it's a business partnership. It's a fucking, like, we make our lives are better since we've connected. We are building together, right? Whether that's finances, whether that's emotional support, whether that's whatever the case may be, we are building together. So I think, again, I just think when you guys use words like never, only thing I would say is maybe right now that's your mindset. Cool. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying leave the door open for someone to, like, there's a billion women in the world. Let's not say you'll never have the right one.
But I think you get to the point. But I think you get to the point like where coaches, where maybe he finds like a companion, where like maybe they're together and whatever. But like, I don't know if it's a point of reason. Like, I don't know that I might get to the point where we just have a relationship long term, and that's that,
And that's a great point on that. I was thinking that same thing. I was like, your mom ain't gonna die alone because you there. You know what I'm saying? So, and why are you there? Because your parents were married and they had, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. I guess I'm saying family matters is what I'm saying. Like, whether it's marriage, even if my mom and dad, and they broke up, but my mom and dad were together for a long ass time. But my dad, they never actually got legally married, but they were together for a long time. We had a nice family when we did have it. So
Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn did it right.
Who?
Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn. They did it right. Never got married. 7-year law kicked in, but they never signed papers. They never got married. They had a daughter. She's a famous Kate Hudson or whatever. But they did it right. Like, there's never had drama. They never had to go through divorce out there in the public. It gets messy. I don't know. I made a pact with myself 25 years ago that I would never get married, and I've never been close. I've never had a relationship longer than a year.
One thing I don't understand about marriage is you can get married to a woman, right? She can be with you for 2 years and then divorce you and take half of what you've made, right?
Yeah, I don't get that part.
But in the end, if you asked her, are you going to fuck me the rest of my life? No. Why would I do that? Then why the fuck would I give? Like, what do I get out of that? Like, you.
And prenups are not ironclad. People throw prenup out there. First of all, when you make a huge amount of money, there is no prenup in the world that can save you, number one. Because when you make certain amounts of dollar amounts, it goes over the cliff. There's no going back from it. She's going to get money, big money, especially $100 million guys. Shout out to I know. I've never even seen you before. Shout out to you.
I bring in the real ones to the show. I've been saying from day one, man. Never change, Big Smitty. This is modern America today. Raising kids without the mom and dad in the same household, and we wonder why everything is jacked up now. Woo! That's a
Smitty, I will give you $100 if you can identify what currency he just paid you in.
Hold on. How can I?
Don't look it up, bro.
No, I'm not. I'm trying to see like how, like what the fuck. I just
QAR.
Oh, the QAR. Oh, that's fuck.
No shot. He gets this.
Like no shot? Is it that hard? Can I get 2 tries?
You have no shot. I give you
shot.
5 tries.
Is it Qatar?
You just saw the chat, bro.
I swear to God, I will send you a screenshot right now. I swear to God, I did not see the chat. I'm showing. I'm gonna send you this picture right now. What I just saw on the screen.
Can't make bets like that though. We don't know. We're getting fucked.
Where's Qatar at?
I'm about to text you right fucking now. Let me screenshot it to you. It's QA. It's QAR. So I just said fucking Qatar. Like,
Where's Qatar at?
I don't fucking know. Ukraine area, Russia. I guess I don't fucking know. I'm gonna send you JB. Do I got Jeff's number? I don't know if I got Jeff's number.
No, you do. Listen,
because you think I'm lying. I'm a
I
real
do
one.
think you're lying. I don't know how that would prove you aren't.
No, because you said I saw the chat. I'm sending
You
you my.
did. People say Qatar.
Check your text message right now. Check. No, we're doing this shit live on the show. It should be coming through. Check your text message, and you see how I'm moving on the picture. I took it to me. There's no fuck. This is what I see on my comments.
You can see your eyes looking at the chat, bro.
Oh my God. This motherfucker is crazy. JB, can you tell Jeff I swear,
all right,
right hand on the Bible, on my wife. On my wife. I did not see no damn
I believe
guitar on the
It's not a fair bet because we don't know, and it is what it is.
What you mean? What? He said I give you 100. You get it's QAR.
Okay, but you still didn't. Okay, what do they call their dollar?
Oh, hold on. What the fuck? Hold the fuck on. How are you gonna make a bet and add a stipulation? That's like saying, all right, Darnell, if you guess who wins the MVP, I'm gonna get $100. All right, Lamar Jackson. Lamar wins. Well, hold on, but how many passing yards did he have? I mean, who the fuck about passing yards?
Okay,
you said where did money come from?
Smitty, if I asked you this question and you went like this and said Qatar, then I would say, okay, $100, bro. How would I know if you're not looking at the chat? Multiple people say Qatari.
That's fucking crazy. I still have it's. You know what's crazy? I still haven't moved. Like I can send you a screenshot right now. I haven't even changed my JB. I'm gonna take that screenshot. JB,
Did
look
they
at this
teach you
shit.
that at Ball State?
Look at this shit. I still haven't even seen. I haven't even moved my screen since the point of which you said that because I haven't seen any Qatars. JB, I might send to you right. This is crazy.
Shout out to Qatar.
This is wild, man.
Shout out to Dubai, Qatar. Shout out to all them places. Live Golf will be there in a couple weeks.
By the way, just to clarify, Smitty, Qatar is not near Russia. It's in the Middle East. It's near the United Arab Emirates.
I don't know where none of that shit is at. Is what I'm trying to tell you. Like,
capital is Doha. It's literally the center of the Arab world.
JB, check your phone, JB. I just text you, my God. Like, this is like I haven't scrolled. Like, I haven't clicked on new. You see at the bottom where it says new comments? You have to click on that for the comments. I haven't even done that shit. Like, look at my screen. What do you see Qatar had? That's wild. I can't trust Jeff. I thought Jeff was a real one. Thought he was an East Coast fucking.
You didn't do it.
You motherfuckers, you lied to me. You lied to me. My respect for you just went down a notch. Like it was at a 12 out of 10. Now it's like a 9. I can't even.
I don't have any idea if you've seen the chat. It said it as soon as you said it. It said Qatari.
I answered it like 5. Like you asked. I said fuck QAR. I answered like 5 seconds.
Okay, here's what we'll do.
That's wild. That's wild shit. That's wild shit.
Okay, hold on. Let's do something different where we can make good on this. What do you want? You want to make good on it somehow?
You can make it in 4 payments of 25 or some shit. I'm not. You owe me money. That's what we do. Like, I'm about to have to get pissed off. You owe me money.
I'm broke. I don't.
I don't. Well, you shouldn't have made a fucking bet. Don't bet what you don't have, motherfucker. 5 payments of 20, 4 of 25, 2 of 50, motherfucker.
Coach, back me up here.
10 of 10. We can make a payment plan. You made me a bet. You owe me money.
What I'm trying to say is, when you know something, you just say it right away. It took you a while. Then you're like, Qatar. Like,
because I had to look. You said, guess this money. I said, hold on, what are you talking about? I didn't understand the question. I didn't notice what it was. Yes. All I saw was the $100. And then you said, you said, Darnell, guess what the money is. I said, what are you talking about? I said, oh, QAR. I'm like, fuck, QAR. Qatar? It's common fucking sense. QAR, Qatar. What else could it fucking be? Indianapolis money? Come on, bro.
If you're going to whine about this, over the next 10 weeks, I'll send $10 a week.
All right, cool. Fair. Cool. There we go. Hey, I do got to jump off here for another podcast, though, y'all. I'm not going to lie to you, JB. Don't get pissed off.
You. Get out. Bye, bro.
No, you know what? I'm actually good. We started 9:15. I'm good.
All right, here. I got some black people shit from Smitty then because that was black people shit right there. Let's take a look at this.
Blueface.
JB, you feel me?
Somebody tag Blueface and Christian Rock. I got $5,000 that they have a retarded baby. If it ain't gonna be retarded, it's gonna be autistic. Or if it ain't gonna be autistic, it's gonna be a mute baby.
Who is this guy and why are we like why do I keep seeing that fucking guy? What a freak. What a sick.
You don't know Charleston White is?
No. What a sick guy. Really sad. Sickening. It's a fucking baby, bro. Christ. That isn't even funny. Like, why is that funny nowadays? Like, why do people find that funny? Like, that's just fucking wrong, man. Like, sick people. You don't bring people's families into shit. Just sick people, man. Really sick. Sick. That guy should go to a mental facility. Just sick, man. Sad. With that bony ass chest of his. Sick.
We got these new cups, Jeff. They're unlimited cups. They have unlimited drinks in them, wired to below to a faucet. So we drink a lot on this show now. I got to be honest. Did you see the broad get a tattoo of him on her face? You agree with that?
No.
Their relationship is fucked up. It's been public.
I don't even know they are.
His Blueface was from out here from Compton. He's a Crip, supposedly. You got her. What I'm just saying.
Also, you're not I'm gonna say this to the dad.
I'm not in the game, so I don't know who. I can't tell you if he is or not. He's around. He's around real ones who fucking give him the green light. So I don't know.
But if you're a real G mobster, any of that stuff, you don't go on camera and say it like that. That is so. I don't know where that has started. Like all these, I do with these people all the time. I'm a mobster. No, you're not, bro. Because you wouldn't be telling me.
Well, rappers, I mean, yeah,
I think he claims.
Well, LA's different. LA, like mobsters and like they're different. Mobsters were gonna have the full suit on, like they move different. I'm talking about like LA gangs. They let you know they got their flag in their fucking pocket. Like it's like they're letting you know. That's always been that way. So this is a little different. Like
everything's clout, man. Hey, Jeff.
By the way, real quick, that $100. By the way, you realize Qatari Rial is 27 cents on the dollar, right? So let's be real. It's really like $27 we owe.
No. It might be $27 what he gave us. You owe me $100.
I don't know you anything. You pay the show, but I don't know you.
Hold on.
This is so crazy that you actually think this is a legit bet.
I was over it.
If you look at the fucking screen.
I was over it. Like Bailey, we got to rewind the clip and show it for Monday.
I do not know if you look at the fucking screen, dude.
Hey,
I'm gonna have to bring like my post road out. Like I've been a changed man. I've been with the Fox.
Yeah, you gotta go to Fox after this.
JB, hold on, nah, time out. JB, you are the neutral guy. Who's in the right here? And be real. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Keep it 100, JB. Keep it 100.
I don't know if you were doing it or not, bro. You should have called and said, Qadar. Like.
This is hard because I've had these bets before because I do trivia on here, and it's hard. You don't ever know on these bets. That's why you got to do like some sort of weird bet. You're putting me on the spot here. I don't know how you do it. You bet somebody, then that
in the hood, fucking JB. All this little fuck all what you talking about in the hood. What's happening? If a motherfucker bet you some money and you lose, what happens? From your experience in Compton,
you get fucked up. What do you mean?
I'm not saying for Jeff, my guy. I'm just saying like you pay on the money.
You pay, but that's a usually in-person bet. So there's a little bit. Yeah. There shouldn't have been a bet, in my opinion. How about I say that?
Okay, but still, the good loyal man that I am, the ethical guy that I am, the old school guy that I am, I will pay over time.
You know what, Jeff? No, it's all good. It's all good. Hey, let's clip this clip off. And from now on, there's no more bets made on the show. Any bets that we do make, they don't matter. So I'm going to start betting on next Friday. Hey, Jeff, I spent $1,000 on the game this weekend. I ain't paying you. That's the
listen.
Who is in the right? Who is in the wrong chat?
They all like him, so they'll say him.
They don't like me. They like JB. It's the Coach JB show with Big Smitty.
Okay. Well, like I said, I'll start.
Jay earn his principalities, bro. I don't give a fuck if it was a $2, motherfucker. Shut the fuck up. It's a bet. I don't give it was 100, 1,000, or 25. You owe me. If it's a bet, it's a bet. What are we talking about here?
These people are fans of you.
If I lost, I'm gonna pay Jeff. That's what it is. Chris got the hair done. Chris got the tan. He clowning.
All right, real quick. Last one, Smitty.
What the fuck are you doing?
I ain't doing nothing about it.
All right, and never mind. You weird as hell. But I got something to tell you.
What's going on?
I'm pregnant.
By who?
You.
You ain't pregnant by me. I got
yes,
cut.
I am.
Man, I got cut.
You got cut.
Yeah, you ain't pregnant by me.
Boy, I'm finna cut the fuck up. What the fuck you mean?
I had surgery with the doctors, man. They cut me.
They did what, boy?
Man, they cut me. They cut my balls off, man. I ain't got no balls. I can't have no kids. I ain't got no nothing to come out of. I got all dick.
That ain't even how it goes. Like it's a snip of the, you know what I mean? They don't cut your whole balls off.
The motherfucker said he's all dick. It's 9 o'clock.
Hey, look, I'm trying to pay you right now. It's not letting me.
You ain't got to pay, Jeff. Don't worry about it, bro.
No, look, I'm trying to do I'm putting my cut out there for 2 weeks. It ain't working.
That's all good, Jeff. Don't worry
Look
about
at
it.
that message.
Jeff, you my guy, bro. You my guy at the end of the day. So
fuck you.
You lucky you my guy. If you wasn't my guy, I had to pull up to Philly and handle it like gentlemen.
Hey, Jeff, real quick though, cap or fact? Cam Newton said that Brock Purdy's not a top 10 talent on this roster for the 49ers.
Shut the fuck up, Chase. And I agree. I don't agree with him.
I don't think you can compare the top 10, but is it cap or fact? Cam Newton is right about him being a game manager.
That Cam's a hater. Who cares what he thinks?
Really?
He's a fucking nobody now. Who cares what he thinks?
Oh, damn.
Like,
Heisman winner.
Who cares what Cam Newton thinks?
Heisman winner, MVP, played the Super Bowl. And
Smitty, what is Jeff going to be on our team when we run for governor?
Who's the other position? So Matt's the Secretary of Defense. Am I the VP? Oh no, you're governor. I'm sorry. So Secretary.
You're the what do you call it?
You're the ambassador to Qatar.
International affairs.
Right. And I make sure we get our money on time for our fucking campaign. That's my job.
Shout out to Jeff coming on this Free Game Friday. We'll be talking all Super Bowl next week, Jeff. Jeff, you should come out, Jeff. I should fly you out here for the party I'm having.
Now your boy fucking Pat Perez, send it over, bro. Oh, look, see, there you go. Love it. Shout to him.
That's $54 now. That's $54.
And that is around 27. So Jeff was right, but here's another 27. So
what?
So we can hold on. So we can get duped in this thing now. I didn't know that cats could not. Why is YouTube not converting that?
They did because it's not them. It's the money. That's how it works. YouTube has no control over that. That's their conversion.
You would think YouTube would funnel that since they're going to take 30% of it, bitch.
But let me ask you, I guarantee they actually get the full 100 and they just throw it to you as 27. That's they're scumbags. That's what they do.
Yeah.
What are they messing about?
Smitty, you gotta go. I gotta go. I got some Mexicans here working on the backyard. It's raining all week long, Smitty. Just so you know, it's about to rain for 7 straight days, all the way up till I get ready for the Super Bowl party. We gotta fly Jeff out here for a Super Bowl party.
Hey, Smitty, I thought you were going to like India or something.
Yeah, for All-Star, for basketball, after Super Bowl, the week after Super Bowl, I'm gonna be in Naptown I got a red eye Monday the 12th, so I'll be in Naptown from the 13th all the way through the 18th, the day of the actual All-Star game. I'll be flying back
Jeff
here.
needs to roll up. He needs to drive down from Philly right there.
Yeah, maybe I'll give you the 100 in person.
Show that left hand.
Jeff, if you actually fly out, Jeff, I'll for sure. I got invited to a few things. I want to go to JB House, though. I told you the other day, the only issue is that he lives far. I would be at JB House all the time probably if he was like.
How far do you live from the airport?
Who, me or him?
No, Jason.
Oh, he's like 2 hours away.
There's airports everywhere. There's international airports right by my house. We got Ontario, we got Santa Ana, we got LA, we got Burbank.
No, like the real airport.
LAX is like 2 hours away. I'm like
really?
I'm not 2 hours away.
Yes, you are, bro.
Where do you? What
I'm
city
15
do you live
minutes. Well, you can't say it. Don't say it out loud. Don't say it out loud.
You would fly into Ontario Airport, and it's 30 minutes from my house. That's an international airport, a big airport. LAX is 55 minutes from my house, but Smitty's referring to traffic. So let's be.
That's what we care about. Like we don't.
People say 2 hours, like it's like a fucking 2. I can get to Vegas in 2 hours from my house too.
What city do you live in?
Wait, don't say it out loud. He'll tell you behind the scenes.
I thought he has. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I can go to Vegas in 2.5 hours, Smitty. Come on.
Zero. Yeah, if we leave at 6 or 7 in the morning. I'm saying if somebody asks me like, Darnell, how long did it take you to get home from work after work? Well, I'm gonna say it might take me 35 minutes to get home, but maybe I'm only technically fucking 7 miles away. But fuck the miles. It's like out the time. Yeah.
Seems like a horrible place to live.
Jeff, come out for the Super Bowl.
JB got a beautiful home. Beautiful.
Yeah, you got to come out for 30 minutes. Vegas, Jeff. Meet me in Vegas. Get a one-way to Vegas. Meet me in Vegas. We'll drive to my house for the Super Bowl. Then you could one-way back from Ontario. It sounds like a fucking plan right there. We'll drop the top in the Beamer. We'll roll fucking
Del Taco.
Yeah, hang out with Pat Perez because the Live Golf tournament going on. We got boxing tickets. Steve came. We're front row backstage of the boxing, Fatimo and Ortiz or whatever. So we'll be at the fight. Then we'll smash. We'll go to the Live on Friday, watch my boy Pat play, and then we'll shoot back to my crib, work on my party for Saturday. Sunday's the party. I got bartenders. I got poker dealers. We got
what kind of shit are you having at the party?
We got taco trucks. We got it all.
Wow.
Oh, I do a Super Bowl party every year, Jeff. I do a big Super Bowl party every year. So
maybe I do need to come out.
We got comedians performing.
Damn,
we got weekends. We got the weekend performing, doing a full song.
No, really?
We got AEs.
I was just watching the weekend on Uncut Gems last night. He's coming, really?
No.
I was gonna say, wow.
But one of his proteges is coming.
Damn, that sounds. Maybe I will come, bro.
You should come. Got to get it cracking right now. I'm about to punish my liver all weekend. That weekend, all week actually. I'll be in Vegas. We'll go to Radio Row. I'll pop up on Radio Row. Go see McAfee and the boys. I'll roll over there. I'll see Steve at the boxing match Thursday. I'm gonna hang out with my boy Mike Jules, who owns the headgear. Smitty knows. We'll go see him. Hang out with him. We'll go eat at the Win. He wants to take us out to eat. Then we'll go to the Live on Friday with Pat. Hang out with him. I'll stay at his suite. We'll stay at his suite. Then we'll smash back here to my house. 2.5 hour drive. Bam. And then Sunday's the party. Then you fly out Monday.
Hey, Coach Rogue,
we'll do the show live, Smitty, from the lounge Monday.
Hey, Coach Rogue, you fuckwad. Why would I care if he has a barber there? I have my own fucking barber. You fucking jerk off. What the fuck would I care? I love you fucking other men commenting on my hair. Fucking weirdos. Straight up.
It is weirdo.
So weird. So
I don't fuck with that shit.
You're a grown man, bro. Odd.
All right.
Weird.
Pound the like button. Subscribe. Pound the like button to the Crime Pod, True Crime Pod. Go follow Smitty. Help him get some tickets to Indianapolis. Weird. And Latrell Flowers become a member. Coach Rogue says some weirdo shit. Coach Rogue, we need to find out, first of all, are you the white dude or the black?
What does your hair look like? I'd love to see it.
Are you the white dude or the black?
Oh, he's definitely the white dude, for real. Look at that guy with them cop-ass glasses on. Come on.
I know.
Looking like motherfucking Luke Cage or some motherfucking Mortal Kombat.
No, he looks like the cop in Training Day, Denzel's partner.
Who's he with?
Jake.
Who's he hanging out with? He's hanging out with the one guy, and then he goes around and he says he got black friends.
Dwayne Johnson, yeah. Motherfucker hang out with Dwayne Johnson. He don't
and
like.
Then he said, "I got black homies. I know black friends. I know black."
Look, white dude.
He's the white dude. I knew it.
He knew
Come
that.
on, you really comment on people's hair?
Fucking Johnny Cage. Fucking Johnny Cage. Fucking Mortal Kombat.
Weirdo ass motherfucker. Weirdo ass Ethan Hawke looking ass.
You know what's funny about white guys? The only people that have an issue with the haircut are white guys that can't fucking do it themselves. You go into a black barbershop, they tell you, get the fuck out of here, Opie. Right. Leave. Come on, man.
Looking like the motherfucking Matrix. Motherfucker, I'm about to roast this motherfucker.
The guy that was after Keanu Reeves?
He's got the sergeant glasses on.
He looked like the guy after Keanu Reeves.
Right.
You know, Mr. Anderson. Mr. Anderson?
Before a fake James Bond, I'm about to roast his mouth.
Sergeant
Officer fucking Wilson looking ass motherfucker.
Yeah,
Like,
Coach Rogue definitely goes to Supercuts.
You like the feds. That motherfucker look like the Fireman Jones looking at you. Firefighter head ass. I'm about to roast your Coach Rogue has gone rogue looking at.
He's really rogue.
Slap the shot you looking. We roasting this ugly motherfucker. Pre-game Friday, man. I'm tired of Coach Rowe talking shit, man.
Subscribe. We'll be back Monday, God willing, man. No football this weekend, but college basketball picks. Give us a no-lose pick, Jeff. College basketball, go.
A no-lose pick. Well, I don't have the lines yet for tomorrow, but let me just put on the spot right now. This is the fuck you, Coach Rogue play of the day.
Sponsored by Chef Nadu.
Yes. I'm going to lean on Kansas. No, actually, no, I'm not. I'm not going to lean on Kansas. I have a better one. I'm going to go with Kentucky at home.
Kentucky at home, no lose. Kentucky at home, no lose. If they lose, I will give somebody in the chat next week a free hoodie. If they don't lose, then I won't give you shit. It's the real Coach JB. Jeff Nadu jumping in.
Shout to Qatar.
We had loaded lineups all week long. Packed house. Thanks to Jared Payton, the son of Walter Payton.
Sweetness.
We're going to have Sharon Moore, head coach at the University of Michigan, on next week. Shout out to Michael Lombardi for hopping on this week. Steve Kim, Matt McChesney, everybody else that came on. Eric Weddle, Trent Richardson. We've had loaded lineups all week long. Pound the like, subscribe. Go check out Jeff's show all weekend on YouTube's channel. And Smitty, stay safe out here. It's going to be raining all week long. Long Beach underwater, by the way. My homies sent me pictures, dog. Their cars are underwater.
Jeez.
Tank Johnson will be back Tuesday for Talking with Tank Soldiers. Is one of our best, finest guests on here. We got everybody here. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Pound the like, subscribe, become a member. We'll see you on Monday. Peace.
Missing, we switched it and filled the gap. Smitty and Jason Brown, we killed it, yeah, it's a wrap. We won the games we missing, we switched it and filled the gap.
You are now tuned in to the Coach JB Show.
All right, then, y'all. Happy Friday.